to Dinner and Dragons!
Woohoo!
It's our 4th episode. We made it.
We did it!
We did it. Today, we're going to be eating some chili, and since I made some chili for y'all, I figured that we should play some Deadlands.
Oh,
Deadlands.
okay. Let me
Deadlands.
Can you
switch
Deadlands.
my stuff real quick.
Ooh.
Just real fast.
We
I'll
should
just
have told
adapt.
them.
I'll just adapt.
Okay.
That's gonna be fine.
I thought this was roll for shoes.
Well, see,
I did- I
You
was
did
gonna
come
make that
dressed
as
for
well.
roll for shoes.
I was going to make some shoe stew, but I couldn't get the recipe right.
Wow.
That makes sense.
You
It
could
didn't
do it.
have
one.
a lot of soul.
It's a tricky one to get right.
Oh, shoe joke. No, I got it. I got it.
Yeah. Thanks. Jordan, why don't you introduce? You want to?
The chili's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for making this whole crock pot of chili.
We couldn't
There's a crock
wait.
pot down here.
There's one. We
Like-
couldn't wait. We were hungry.
Yeah. 8 o'clock is really late to
Yeah.
start
Right?
eating. So.
We were gonna serve it up and talk about it, but we're all just eating it. So
And no one's died yet.
It's my
Actually,
third
on-
helping.
But I think later on.
Oh.
Why don't we have a dom cam?
We really need a dom cam.
you guys,
because-
Dom committed to a pratfall,
Yeah.
and I wish you could have seen it.
He,
Yeah.
well, he
It was great.
didn't
I knew-
commit.
I-
I think
I-
gravity took over.
No, these are the Michaela chairs. I knew exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the tippy chairs.
So the recipe for this chili will be somewhere. I'm assuming
Find it.
when this goes onto YouTube, Dom, we'll put the recipe for the chili.
Scavenger hunt.
Never gonna find
You
it.
could just, if you go to food.com and search the best damn chili ever, that's this recipe.
Or if you hack Dom's computer and find the raw, unedited footage for the cooking video.
Or if you just, I can give it to you. You just hit me up. Just email me if you find my email. I'm not going to give it out right now.
Another scavenger
Make it
hunt.
into every third loot crate.
Just one character from it.
But
Yeah.
use promo code saving.
Yeah,
Yes.
just tweet at Loot Crate that you want the chili recipe that at Dungeoman was talking about, just so our poor community people can figure out what that means.
Sounds good.
All right,
Should we get started?
why don't we get started?
Let's do it. Hi guys, welcome to Dinner and Dragons. This week I will be your marshal because we're playing some Deadlands. So my name is Jordan caves-callarman. I typically run wild cards here on Friday nights on Saving Throw. And I'll be marshaling it up, which is the GM position at this table. But why don't we go around and introduce everybody, and we'll talk briefly about their characters and kind of give them a rundown of what their characters can do and who they are. So why don't we start? We'll start with Megan, because you're most familiar with the system, and we can use
Okay.
you as a guinea pig.
Great.
Megan.
Guinea pig. Okay. So tonight I'm going to be.
Wait, who are you though?
I'm Megan Caves. I feel like you kind of already said that. But
I didn't say your
hey,
last name.
Hey, you're right. You didn't. So there's that. Anyway.
Does it ever hurt your feelings that you say your full last name and then she's just completely ignores your last name?
I have two
No.
different names. Oh, Ben died. Okay.
This is good chili.
Right.
Super good. You know what helps me through awkward silences is just a mouthful of chili.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail everything, but did I?
It's ruined now. You ruined it.
Sorry, Megan Caves.
It's all good. It's all good. It's just Megan Caves. I will be playing a mad scientist this evening who goes by Doc Lightning, but her name is also Harriet Edwina Millstone. And she's pretty cool, little crazy, little paranoid, quite a lot actually overconfident. And we'll see what all fun things she gets into.
So what she's talking about, for the benefit of everyone else at the table, are her character's hindrances, which in Savage Worlds are the things that you use. They're your character's failings and foibles, and they're the guideposts for how you play your character. So your hindrances are overconfidence,
Overconfidence is my major hindrance.
and that means you just charge into things without thinking
Yes.
very often.
Yes.
You also are paranoid.
Paranoid.
That someone is going to steal your
delusional
inventions.
Paranoid, yes, that's
Yeah.
the minor. And then habit talks with unseen friends about her inventions.
Yeah. So you talk
So-
to people, and your claim to fame is your lightning gun that you invented.
My
There it
love.
is, in the flesh.
Very powerful.
Super cool.
Be careful with that.
Oh, yeah,
We don't
I
want to
mean,
put
don't-
anyone's eye out.
I'm not going to point it at anyone.
Thank you.
Just in case.
Thank you.
Except
All
for
right.
maybe Dom. But
Right next to Megan, we have.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric, and today I am playing Shady Doug, who is from New Orleans. You see, he's got a bit of a gambling problem. Likes to use a little bit of magic to help out his gambling. He's a rather curious little fella. bit of a heavy sleeper, and talks in this fantastically accurate Nolans accent.
Yep, heavy sleeper is one of your hindrances.
Yeah.
Your quirk is you use a Cajun accent. And then what is your other hindrance?
That I'm curious.
You're curious. So your major hindrance is that you just can't not know things. So you're playing a huckster, which is Deadlands' version of like a wizard. They have decoded all the secret information inside of Hoyle's Book of Games and have learned how to cast arcane spells using decks of cards. So you can either just use your power points to cast spells, or you can mentally make a deal with a devil and play against a demon in a game of cards to steal their power. Barnabas Cairns, thank you for the donation, and also Bandana Man, thank you for those
Yeah.
donations from earlier. We've got donations here on the
thank
screen,
you.
and we will get to those.
Oh, Bandana Man's up to no good.
Yeah, already. And then over here to my left, we got...
I'm Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
Hi. Hey.
What's your last name, Ben?
Ben.
How many do you have, Ben?
Ben Dunn-Callarman.
Okay, that makes sense.
You used the whole thing.
See, we've been trying to figure out. So I'm not just being a jerk. We're trying to figure out, me and my fiance, how we're gonna do our last names because she wants to keep her last name. Or are we gonna mash it up?
I'll tell
or
you,
what?
people get super confused when I'm like, yes, Megan Caves-callarman. They're like, how do you spell that? I'm like, it's hyphenated. It's just two names.
Also,
Calm down.
forms just don't
Forms
work
are-
anymore.
No.
See, I think we're just gonna
Just
mash
make
ours
up a new one.
We're just mashing them up.
Yeah.
I'm Dunn. She's Kubachek, so we're gonna be Dubachunk.
There you go.
I
like
love it.
I think that's
Yeah.
the sexiest name ever.
Go with
Yeah.
your first choice.
Or, like, simplify it, super chunk.
Super Chunk. Oh, that was a good book. No, wait, no, that was Super Fudge. Anyway, I'm Ben. I'm playing. I'm playing Plays with Fire. A Native American.
Should I
or
explain who
for-
your character is, Ben?
I'm just gonna put this out here. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I've been told specifically I can't use any sort of accent for this role. Now, for $20 donation,
Oh, no.
I will be.
That's not accurate.
Oh.
That's not accurate.
For $25 donation.
Guys, Ben is going off the reservation with this.
Hey, I can't even say the words that are written on here.
You are playing a Native American warrior,
Yes.
and you follow the old ways.
The
oath.
old ways.
So the Native American tribes have tried to return to the old ways. They're eschewing technology because it was a sickness that was weakening their people.
So we're Amish.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. So modern technology, you guys are not about that. But
Okay.
you were raised in seclusion from the rest of the countries that now occupy North America.
Excellent.
And you were very curious about technology, so your
my major-
tribe shaman sent you out,
Yes.
named you Plays with Fire, and sent you out to experience it for yourself, because he knew you would never have a restful soul until you had satisfied your curiosity.
Right. So I saw the dangers of technology firsthand.
But you don't use it. That's one of your hindrances. You've
Yes.
taken the old ways oath, so you do not use technology.
No, but I'm curious. I'm a little bit of an outsider. Also, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna say anymore.
Moving on next to Ben.
Hi, guys. So I'm going to be playing.
Wait, who are you?
I am. I got this. Don't worry, everyone.
I'm not worried.
She's not stalling for time.
I'm Kelsey Osborne. I knew it the whole time, Eric. I knew it the whole time. And I'm going to be playing Gabriela Vendetta Vasquez. She's on the run, apparently all the time.
Yeah.
She likes to get herself into trouble.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she holds vendettas against people.
Yeah.
And she will seek vengeance.
That's her major
For
hindrance.
anything.
Yeah, you are vengeful. And
Vengeful
it's your major
and
hindrance.
stubborn.
Yeah.
And also wanted.
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Because I just rain terror.
Well, because you were an enforcer for one of the major rail companies.
Yes.
Oh, a Pinkerton?
Oh.
No.
Not a
The rail
Pinkerton?
companies, there's 5 major rail bosses, and they all have their own private armies, and you were an enforcer for one of those. One that is rumored to have a lot of ladies with mystical abilities.
Are they
working with them.
the Wichita Witches, Jordan?
Yeah, that gang. That gang.
Yeah, they're not happy with me.
They're not. They want you.
They
They
do.
want you bad.
They do.
And you're a gunslinger.
I am.
So you are good. You are good with a gun. Exactly. That's the noise it makes when you do
It
gun
does
stuff.
when you do guns. They make pew sounds.
now might be a good time to talk about donations that you can make. To
$25.
affect this game. That's not one. That's not a real thing. But
What happens for $25, Ben?
nothing. That's not because that's not a donation level. But for 500 experience points, you can buy a toast for us here at the table. So we will raise a shot glass to whatever it is you want us to toast to, provided you are not a jackass and you don't listen to Ben. So raise a glass, we'll toast to it, we'll knock one back, and then after 5 of those have been redeemed for XP, it'll start at $5 and then 10 and then 15 and so on like that until infinity. We could do that forever. We will toast as long as you guys want us to.
Let's do that forever.
After that, you can buy a piece of cursed Spanish gold for one of these players here at the table. Now, this works like a reroll token, but after they use it, it goes to me, and I can use it. That's the curse. That's the curse.
Oh!
You can also buy a fistful of cursed Spanish gold. That's 3 pieces of cursed Spanish gold, which I've entirely concealed underneath my fingers in what I thought was gonna. It's like a Spider-Man hold. You can do that.
That's ingrained in you now.
It definitely is.
You can also donate to heal one of these guys of 1 wound, which is a big deal in Savage Worlds because these guys can only take 3 wounds. If they take another wound on top of that, potentially they die. So that's pretty bad. And then for $30, you can buy a draw, which means one of these guys will draw from the adventure deck, and they will have an adventure card that they can use to manipulate the story, to break the rules, to do all kinds of cool stuff. Some of them are duds, some of them are super awesome, most of them are interesting. And you can only do that once per player at the table, so keep that in mind. And 2 of those are already gone, but we'll get to that here in a second. There are also reward tiers. So for every cash donation we get, it goes towards unlocking the various different reward tiers. I believe there are 4. We did 4. So you can check those out and see how close we are to unlocking those. A lot of them are fun, and one of them will actually affect the ongoing story of Wildcards. So maybe check that out. And yeah, I guess we should probably get started. And we're going to do that by drawing fate chips. Now everyone is going to draw 3 poker chips from the hat o' fate here. We're going to start with Ben.
No, I want him to finish.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
story.
you finish
Sorry.
yourself.
I got this new phone. It's got some really nice cameras. So
Cool.
yeah, so I
Fancy.
got
You can't use
Oh,
phones
yeah, I
with
like
cameras
those.
because you've taken the old ways oath.
No, I can only draw myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm drawing myself in this moment.
Pencils aren't included in the old ways.
They are not.
It's
But
a
charcoal.
charged stick.
That's allowed.
Because I
Are you
play
drawing on
with
paper?
fire.
Are you drawing on paper?
No.
Draw 3 of those.
I did.
He's drawing it on
Show
high.
us what you got. You got 2 blues and a red. So I guess I should go over what these do real
Yeah, I
quick.
have no idea what I just did.
These are white fate chips. You guys
Wow.
can spend these at any point. It's okay, because they are factually white. You can spend these at any point to re-roll any roll that you make except for damage. Or you can spend it to try and soak a wound if you take a wound. Don't worry what that means. We'll get to it if you have to do it. Or you can spend it at any point to automatically unshake yourself. Again, don't worry about that. We'll get to it when we get there.
You can't shake me.
Oh, I can.
I can
I
shake it off.
probably will. The red fate chips can work just like white ones, but they also have an extra special power. You can
Ooh.
use these to add a d6 to any roll that you make. So you'll roll a d6 and add that to the total. However, if you use a red fate chip in that manner, it then goes to me and I can use that red fate chip. Blue fate chips, though, the one that Ben drew 2 of and really just kind of like screwed all of you guys over because now there's only 3 left in here.
Oh, what?
These work just like white fate chips, and they also work just like red fate chips with no drawback. If you use these to add a d6, it does not go to me. It just goes away. I get nothing from it. So those are the good ones. Those are the ones you want. And Ben got those. Kelsey, draw 3 fate chips. What tribe is Ben? I don't know. Comanche.
They're slipping out of my
Dakota.
hands.
Nope, you're a Comanche.
Ooh.
2 whites and a red?
2 whites and a red.
Okay.
Did I get 3? I did. I got 1 of each.
Ooh,
Nice. The variety pack.
fancy.
I'm gonna grab this one,
Oops, sorry.
and then maybe this one,
Oopsie.
and then
It's all
go with
red.
this one.
3 whites. Super lame. And then I get 1 for each of you.
Those chips
So
are
I get
super
4.
pale.
You sure
I
there
got
were
4
of
red
them?
ones.
Wow.
And then
Does that mean that when you use those, they go to us?
Nope.
It should. I think it should, though.
Hey.
So they might as well
Hey.
just be blue chips
Hey.
for you. I don't get
You
it.
see this badge?
Yeah. Did you make that yourself?
No.
It's not real.
It was bought for me at a gift shop. And then I also get, if I have any wild cards in the game, I will get 2 of those for that
What
wild
are
card.
wild cards?
Wild cards? I'm so glad you asked, Megan. It's the name of the show, but it's also what you guys are. You guys are heroes. There's something extra special about you. So anytime you make a roll, other than damage, You're going to roll with whatever die type you have in that, and you're also going to roll your wild die, which is a d6, and you're going to keep the highest of those 2 results because you get a little extra bump for being heroic or awesome in some way. But there are bad wild cards too, and they can do the same thing. Also, you guys can take extra wounds because everyone else is just an extra in your story, and they can only take 1 wound before they're out.
I love how that works.
So I think that's everything. That's all the bookkeeping. Maybe we should saddle up. Good, saddled. But let's start with some donations because we got a toast, guys. So everyone fill up a shot glass.
Oh,
Whatever
no.
you have
I
handy.
need-
I hit it with the Malibu for the first one.
Nice.
Oh.
I said I'd do it too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to do Coke.
What kind of Coke?
This kind of Coke.
Who was
Oh.
Malibu?
Did that answer any
Not
questions
even-
for
it's
you?
not even
It's
cold.
a fun shot to take.
Is it
not-
not?
Probably not.
Well,
It's not cold at all. What are we?
warm Malibu? Anyone? All right.
warm,
Guys?
Warm Malibu.
We're all toasting. This is from the Bard 1971. We're toasting the Wild Cards gang is the best. You are awesome. Much love from the Bard 1971. The Wild Cards
The
gang
Wild
is
is
the
the
best.
best.
You are awesome. Much
Much
love from the Bard 1971.
1971.
Set them up. Knock them down.
Woo-hoo.
Super pleasant. It didn't go into my sinuses at all.
I forgot how this is nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Just
Malibu.
sweet, like,
So sweet.
it's so sweet.
And hold on, guys. Hold on. Kelsey,
It's probably stupid of me to
Draw.
turn that.
this is from Bandana Man. So draw a card from the adventure deck. Any card you want.
Any
Any card you want.
card
Just one.
I
It's not like Rage.
It's
want.
Yeah. And then let us know
Do
what,
I look
what
at
it is.
the
Yeah,
card?
you can look at it and read it to us. Let us know what you got.
shaking in their boots.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna rip your head off, and that's what it says. Play in a combat situation. Your character does or say something. Sorry. Your character does or says something so horrific and intimidating that it brings the area to a standstill. All other characters, friend or foe, are shaken.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
So
My
that
vengeance just goes off the chain on this card.
it does. It does. So save that for a dire spot, and
All
just
right.
keep in mind it's going to hurt your allies too.
Yeah.
Hey Megan,
Yeah.
draw.
Ooh, okay.
This is also from Bandana Man.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
What did you get?
I got contact. Reggie, you old scoundrel, how have you been? Your hero sees an old friend or acquaintance who might help him in his current quest somehow.
Hey Megan,
Of course, he may also ask for a
Redraw.
favor in return. Why?
because that is absolutely not going to be
We
useful
used
to
it
you
so
in tonight's
well.
game. Draw another one.
Okay. Last stand. Stand together now. Your hero and any adjacent allies gain +2 parry and toughness. Allies who move into contact after the card is played gain the bonus as well. The effect ends when a joker is dealt.
That is a much better card.
That's
you
a
keep that
really
one.
good
That's a
card.
really good card.
Thank you.
And also,
Wow.
Bandana Man has a pack of rerolls for the table. So that's 3
Ooh,
pieces of cursed Spanish
nice.
gold for the table. Now that's Bandana Man. Hold on, guys. Because
Ooh.
Barnabas S.B. Cairn
Ooh.
has donated,
That guy sounds like he deals with dead things.
he does, for 3 pieces of cursed Spanish gold for the table. And also another toast. So get it ready.
Ooh,
Thank you for the follow, Mibzan.
Guess I'm doing this again.
What
Yeah,
time
do
is
it again.
I think I'm.
Or, switch to something else. It's your call.
We
Whoa.
Whoa, bam, bam.
Rum.
I'm not gonna make Megan the
Straight
only one
vodka.
that drinks alcohol. Ladies gotta stick together.
Right?
Here's our toast, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna join us?
To the second best posse in the Weird West.
To the
Second
best posse in the Weird West.
Set them up, knock them down.
Ah!
But don't put them too far down,
Oh, God.
because Firewolf has also bought us a toast.
Okay. I would like something from the fridge.
You sure you don't want more Malibu?
I mean,
We got Sprite, Diet Coke, Coke, and various beers.
Various beers?
give me a various beer. Actually, give me a light beer. I don't want anything dark.
Corona.
Wow. Wow.
That's so perfect.
Wow. I'm not
Oh.
allowed to read what's on my card, so you can say that.
Yeah.
Because it's
'Cause
not
it's
inherently
talking about
racist until
beer.
someone makes it about race.
Yeah, stop. I just
Ben?
don't like dark
Yeah.
beer.
It's your fault for giving me this character.
Don, you were right. I shouldn't have given in that
Oh,
character.
thank
You
you.
should not have.
All right, so everyone fill up your glass.
Oh, wait. Oh, golly.
Or you can just take it straight from the bottle,
No.
like a lady.
Wait.
This one
Hey.
is from Firewolf411. I encourage fire.
I encourage fire.
Set them up, knock them down.
Oh, yeah.
Not too far down, of course.
Oh, what? Are you
You're
doing
right.
that
We
again?
would be dead if we
I
were
told
doing
you.
this
I
hard
told you.
alcohol.
I tried to warn you
I
guys.
thought.
Me too.
I thought that this would be a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not.
50-50? That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
right?
Incorrect. This in here is from
There we
DJ
go.
Regular.
Oh, nice.
DJ Bran.
You're gonna keep doing that forever, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, now everyone pay attention to this one.
Okay.
Oh god.
To Stagecoach Mary, known for taking no lip and not losing your mail.
To
Stagecoach
Mary,
known for taking no lip
and
not losing your mail.
Set them up, knock them down.
Oh yeah.
Not all the way down, of course,
Cool.
because this last one is from General Fancy Pants.
Warn you.
Oh my god.
I could do this all night.
Good.
I'm just gonna start doing shots of chili.
That's
Because
good.
we will be.
That's a challenge.
No, it's
You hear
not.
that, guys? Kelsey said she could do it all night. Prove us wrong.
I mean, I drove here without the expectation of being
Yeah,
hammered.
right.
on the way home, so.
Right.
If you guys want to see if we can actually do this all night instead of playing the game, you know what to do.
Oh.
Everybody,
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
may your saddles never be sore and your breeches always be fancy.
May your saddles never be sore
and your bridges always be fancy. Set them up,
Huh?
knock them down.
yeah.
I feel.
And that
I feel like
is
the,
all of the toast for right now.
like the girl from Indiana Jones when she's.
Oh yeah, when she's drinking everybody
Mary-
under the
Mary-
table.
Yeah, Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just
Short
want to
round?
be doing this.
Bastare! Bastare!
Don't even get me started. All right, guys. So you all been traveling together for quite a while. You're all a posse at this point. You've seen some stuff. You've been traveling across the Weird West, just looking for jobs. Traveling, much like today. The economy is weird. It's really weird. So you all have horses, right? You should all have horses
Yes.
in your inventory,
My
and they all
horse is
have
named
names.
Warrior.
Warrior,
My horse is named Baron.
Baron. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mina.
Mina. And yours is an El Cheapo horse named Bolt. So your horse is super old and very slow.
Oh.
Sweet.
Sweet, super slow though, and old. Bolt is kind of like just a misnomer at this point.
In New Orleans, we always say, you get where you're going when you get there.
We
true.
have a
I've heard
common
that.
phrase in my land. Yeah, because fuck you guys.
That's how Native Americans sound.
Yep.
And you guys have been traveling through
all horrible.
southern Wyoming for a while now. It's been several days out on the trail, and you finally, off in the distance, see what looks like a small settlement. And then, as you crest over the hill, you see that all around, just kind of plains and scrub trees and a little bit of like copses of woods here and there. But it looks like lots of ranches around as well. So the settlement looks like it might just be the central hub of a series of ranches. So you guys head for the settlement, I assume. Unless you just want to ignore it. You could just, you
Let's
guys want to go
keep
do something
going.
else?
I'd like to ride on.
I don't know.
Those mountains look interesting.
I'm quite curious what they got in this town.
You also might be mighty thirsty at this point.
Oh, I got myself a fearsome thirst.
I feel like in a town like this might have games of chance. I do enjoy me a game of chance.
Well, it looks like there's steam. I do want to go investigate whatever's making that steam.
There is no steam.
So,
Oh,
This
it
is
must
not-
just be the old ways fire.
Yep.
This is not a collaborative storytelling game.
Oh, sorry.
There's no steam.
Is
There's
there
no steam.
Can I check for steam?
I think they're just smoking a hog.
In fact, there is a conspicuous absence of steam or hog smoke
Oh.
coming from this settlement.
Well, now I'm sad too.
Yeah. It actually looks fairly dead. As you ride into town.
It looks like a dead land.
No. No, that's a different thing.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
an abandoned town. So you ride into town, and there's not really much happening here at all. It's
Why
very
would we
quiet.
come here?
are there any people here?
Why doesn't everybody make a notice roll for me?
Oh, a notice.
So you're gonna look on your
roll?
sheet.
No.
Everybody's
Yes.
got a skill called
Yes.
notice,
Yes.
or maybe you don't. But if you do, it should have a die type next to it.
Yes.
So you're gonna roll that die type. You're also gonna roll your wild die with it.
Nope. Oh, is that the blue one?
That's the blue one. So you
Okay.
rolled a 2 with just re-roll.
Look, it was meant to be a 2 on one.
So in
and it's a
Savage
5 on
Worlds,
the other.
in general, A 4 is a success. So you got a 5.
D6.
I did get a 5.
You got a 5.
Would you need another D6?
I just need another D6.
Do you care what color
Just
your
give me a
D6 is?
D6.
You grabbed every
Just,
die except for a D6?
I know. I need 2 apparently.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
He didn't explain it.
You rolled a
very
1 and a 2.
Just
Yep.
kidding.
1 and 2.
1 and a 5.
All right, so you got a 5.
1 and a 4.
Oh.
Okay. So
I'm just.
everyone except for Doc Lightning.
It needs an adjustment, and it takes a lot of your attention.
It does.
Yeah.
Just use
I
my
say.
watch.
They ain't seem to be no one, no how in this stand of the town.
That's how it would seem. And that's how it seems to Doc Lightning. Nightsteed, thank you for the donation.
Nice deed.
But as you all look around, you see twitches of curtains from the windows in some of these buildings as though people were looking out and have very rapidly closed the curtains against you.
I don't think we're as alone as we think.
I want to go and knock on a door
Okay.
because I'm curious about this.
Okay. So
I will join you. I'm quite curious myself.
I'll come with you. Maybe they'll have some things I can take.
that's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Well, there's no one here.
Which one had the twitchiest curtain?
The twitchiest curtain?
Yeah.
Hold on real quick, because out of nowhere, Nightsteed would like you to draw.
Ooh.
Oh.
In fact, Nightsteed demands it. What'd you get, Eric?
Windfall.
Hey, give me that one. Not going to be useful to you. Hold on. I'm trying to help you out here.
Yeah.
There we go. Draw again, for real this time.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
Don't
good
draw
one.
Windfall again, though.
Windfall.
Cheating.
There you go.
Ooh.
You cheating. You a cheat and a liar. Play at any point when you dealt a normal playing card. You may search the remaining deck for any card other than a joker and replace your card with the one you were dealt, and then reshuffle the deck.
It's very good, because that's how we handle initiative in Deadlands, is with dealing playing cards, so that's going to be super helpful.
I'm quite a gambler myself.
Also, you do gamble, so that
Oh,
might be helpful.
Bandana
Bandana Man, thank you for the
Man.
donation.
Did we thank Mibsam for the follow?
We did.
Well, I'm doing it again.
Thanks, Mibzan. The twitchiest curtain?
The twitchiest curtain.
The twitchiest curtain was right up to your left. It's a nice little one-story building. Looks nicely appointed. Maybe a domicile, domestic residence.
Maybe one of you fine folk should go and knock on the door. People
I
are
do
scared
that.
of my appearance.
I'm a friendly type.
You are.
Mosey on up and knock on this door and go, hello there. Ain't
Are
nobody
you
in
explaining
here.
what you're going to be doing right now, or are you doing?
Yeah, I wanted you to know.
Okay, well, thank you. I slap him on the ass and send him on his way.
Okay. Have you actually begun
with
to
the
do that
butterfly
yet?
I have now begun to do that.
Okay.
Hello there. Anybody home? See, this is what I said I was going to do.
You need to knock first.
No.
There we go.
There is no response.
Ain't that a shame? Ain't nobody at the door.
But that curtain was so twitchy. I'm
Ain't
more
that
curious now.
Curious?
Maybe we should just go in then.
Well, that would be unpleasant of us.
So,
Why don't you give it another knock?
Hello? Anyone in there? With some very nice strangers out here.
Can I use an intimidate check to knock on this door?
You want to knock on the door
In an
intimidatingly?
intimidating way.
Sure.
Yeah. Do I just roll one dice for that?
You're going to roll your wild die with it as well.
Oh, always? Do we always roll the wild
Unless you're
die?
rolling damage, you're basically always going to roll your wild die as well.
Okay. I got a 4.
All right.
So I bang on this door and I'm like, listen up now. If there's anybody in this here domicile, I demand that you open this door.
That's
no
one
one,
way.
there's no one here.
Well,
I
ain't
can
that
hear
something?
you.
I ain't never heard a house that talk back when you knock on the door.
I ain't never heard of that neither. Open up
We don't.
this door.
We don't want no trouble.
Oh, we ain't nothing but no trouble for nobody.
Good.
Why
What?
do we want in this house so bad?
Listen. If you just need a place to rest, just check out the saloon. But
Well, thank
Leave
you
us be.
very kindly.
why won't you just talk to us?
What are you afraid of?
how many of you are there?
Well, there's at least 6.
Did you not check us out while you were twitching at the window?
I twitched really fast. I couldn't see everybody.
That doesn't sound like very good.
This is a good
Scoping.
conversation
Listen,
we're
you should
having. Why don't we have
just
it?
go to the saloon. We don't want no trouble.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I think we've learned all we need to know about this.
Yeah, that this town is terrible.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Are you telling me what I know?
I don't mean to insinuate anything,
Thank you.
Miss Vasquez.
Almost.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Your people's names are weird to me. Your people's names are weird to me. I'm sorry, that slipped out. It slipped. I didn't mean it.
This is a mistake.
It super was.
So, as you guys are looking up and down what passes for the main street of this town, you can see that all doors and windows appear to be shuttered and closed. However, there is one building towards the end of Main Street that does appear to have an open door, and there is a placard outside of it that proclaims it as the saloon.
I'm gonna just strut right in.
Strut right in? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like I fucking own this place.
Sure. You do it. And man, if there was anybody in there to see it, it would look so cool. They'd
Cool.
be like,
my
wow.
duster would
Does
be
she
like
own this
sweeping
place?
back. Yeah.
But there's no one in there.
No, well, that's
It's
a shame.
totally empty.
That entrance was really good.
A little time trying to get Bolt to come over so I can tie her up.
Yeah, Bolt is still back at the entrance to the town, and she's slowly
Clop.
plodding her way. You just got off and
Clop.
walked because it was
Pretty much.
faster.
Yeah. And she's talking a lot the whole time about it.
Yeah. She says that a lot. But yeah, there's no one in this saloon.
Well,
There's no
like,
one in here.
We should check it. We should check it out. Just see. You know, just because something looks empty doesn't mean it's actually empty. That's what I've learned.
Fair point. Hello, you got yourself full customers out here. You ain't wanna do business with us? Anyone?
I love our spokesman.
If nobody answers, I want to go behind the bar and just start seeing what's back there.
Okay, so you sort of like
Yeah, call out.
loudly state that,
Yeah.
and there is no response, Doc Lightning.
that.
So do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back there and start looking at
So
bottles.
as you go behind the bar, a small mousy man with a very thin, wiry mustache comes out from a back room and says, sorry, you can't be back here."
Oh, well, you weren't back here, so I just thought I would.
No, I was
have a
back
look.
here because I was in the back room, and I heard your associate shout out that you would like some service. So
Okay.
I'm here to provide.
It was a little slow on
Some
the
sort.
uptake.
Well, hold on, guys. Hold on, because there's a donation, and I need to
Come on,
transcribe
Jordan.
something. Hold on. Hold on.
You know, though, it's a short,
Hold on.
magical astronaut.
Yep. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Can you read that to me? And everyone, fill up your glass.
Oh my.
Okay.
You know, I'm only recently getting back into drinking, so I'm gonna stick to soda the rest of the night because I'm
That's fine.
2 shots in and I'm not, you know.
Ben?
You don't want to.
I have to drive home.
Yep.
And
Ben?
also play some cards.
What is this? Uhanunaki Spana Pine?
And here's what we're toasting to. And that's why there's no accent.
And that's why there's no accent.
Set him up, knock him down. Give me back.
I see what you did
Give me
there.
that. That's from Bandana Man.
Una Hunaki.
Also, Bandana Man would like to give the table 3 pieces of cursed Spanish gold.
What?
Thank you,
Thank
Bandana Man.
you.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, do it after the fact.
I'm finding the Cajun accent comes a lot more easily now that I'm slightly sauced.
That is the trick when you're in Louisiana.
That's how they do it.
Yes.
Would you mind
Or New Orleans.
getting out from behind the...
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Well, where is everybody? Hello, my name is Plays with Fire.
Hi.
Don't be frightened of my appearance. I am just like one of you.
I'm not. We're just a mile south of the Sioux Nation. We get your people here all the time.
He's just like
My
that.
people? Excuse me? My people?
Yes.
I feel like
natives.
that was pretty accurate sentence.
Yep.
Gave you all the information they needed to
Factually stated the things
Yeah.
that were
Well.
pertinent to the situation.
Well, what do you have to drink? We've got lots of thirsty people here.
I got whiskey.
Yes.
4 of those.
Make it 6.
For the horse?
6 whiskeys.
No.
All right. Well,
There are more of
it's
us.
going to be 25 cents per.
All right.
All right.
Pay
So
the man.
he ducks down beneath the counter and comes up with 6 dusty shot glasses and opens a bottle from behind him and starts pouring them out. But you notice he keeps kind of just looking out the window a lot and barely paying attention to you guys. He spills whiskey all over the bar because he's not really
Well,
focused.
I'm gonna follow his gaze.
I'm gonna
Empty street.
I'm gonna distract him a little bit by going. So, you wouldn't happen to have a line on any games of chance in town, would you? I like to, I've been known to dabble in some cards.
Yeah, well, listen. This here's the only saloon in Eastman's Crossing, and as you can see, we ain't got a whole lot of games of chance going on at the moment. Here's your
We don't
whiskeys.
have a lot of anything going on, actually, so what's happening here?
Well,
Look, I'm
What are you
no
hiding?
stranger to the look of a man who's got somebody on his back.
I'm sorry.
What's going on? It's just all phrasing today.
here are your whiskeys. There's 4, and then the other 2 are
Yeah.
They're coming.
for.
In the back.
Okay.
There are
My
more people
colleagues.
outside.
Listen, I don't have a whole lot of money, so if you folks are looking to rob or whatnot, I can just give you what I got, and you can be on your way.
The only way I'm robbing this joint is if you start playing cards with me, son.
You folks are mighty strange. I ain't in much of a card-playing mood at the moment, so maybe if you all just have your whiskey and you can move on out of town
But really,
before
friend,
nightfall.
why are you so nervous?
You seem jumpy.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you need a
Jumpier
calming
than
massage?
Jumpier than a hair on a
no.
railroad track.
That is a common expression that we are all familiar with here, but I guess I am.
It's an old one.
I am a mite like that proverbial hair on the railroad track right
Yeah,
now.
you look like it.
It's just, been a lot of folks going up and missing lately after dark, and it's got people a mite on edge, that's all.
You got yourself a gang?
Pardon?
Causing you trouble?
Well, I mean, that's what we all assumed at first. About 2 weeks back, there's a couple unmarried out on a ranch nearby that their
That
place.
seems like a sin.
Oh, what 2 young people do ain't none does.
It's the West, make your fortune in your life in any way you can.
Yeah.
But any case, about 2 weeks back, the entire front of their house was just busted open. They were gone. We found them about a mile outside of town, tied up to a tree, hung by the neck, dead. Which
Shame.
we assumed it was bandits or some folk like that. So we
How busted up was the house?
real busted up. The whole front of it was all but gone.
Ooh. Is the house still out there?
Yeah.
I want to see this house.
Well,
Why am I not surprised?
might want to look at the other one too, because
Ooh.
a few nights back it happened again. Only this time it wasn't busted up, but old rancher lived by himself, taken from his home again. Found him up on the tree, hung.
What kind of gangs blow holes in houses?
Well, that's
I mean,
the thing. We thought it was gangs at first, but we got a posse of townsfolk rounded up, searched the whole area trying to find out who might be responsible, and it turned up nothing. When we don't have a marshal, we got one rides around, tends to a couple towns in the area, but we sent a telegram to his office. It's going to be probably another week or so before he comes by. So,
Are these bodies still around? Did you bury the bodies
of
yet?
course, we gave him a right Christian burial. Of course, 2 nights ago happened again. Another man was taken and found it hanging on the tree. So
Same tree?
Same tree every
Oh,
time.
I would like to see this tree.
yeah, sounds like quite a sight.
One more round before we go?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
3
Oh,
more.
yeah. 7 more.
Well, I wouldn't recommend you spend too much time. As I said, you don't want to be out after dark. It seems to only happen at night.
Oh,
Don't you worry about us now.
We can handle ourselves.
Did you say 7 more?
Yes.
About that, give or take
All right.
3 or 7.
Grabs another shot glass from underneath the bar and pours it and kind of pours one for all you.
Doc Lightning will take 4 of those, but she'll set them like next to her.
All right. Well, what brings you to town, though? Maybe I figured you were just passing through, stopping for a drink. Bandana Man, thank you for the
Bandana
donation.
Man.
Woo!
You ain't got no cause to get wrapped up in this.
Oh, we just find ourselves wandering about, get a little curious, hear a story, like to hear the ending sometimes.
And if there isn't
I'm
an
having
ending,
a hard time understanding you, fella.
what he's saying is sometimes we get a little curious when we were wandering around these wastelands, and we'd like to see the end of this story.
Now,
That's what I
now
said.
you I understand perfectly.
That was a good translation.
Dom, how many reward tiers have we unlocked at this point? 3?
Nice.
Okay, so the first one is everybody gets another fate chip,
Yay!
right?
Ooh.
All right, so everybody gets another fate chip for that first reward tier. Thank you, chat.
Hey.
So draw one more fate chip, everybody.
Draw. I got another
There we are.
another white chip.
There we go.
Only white.
feel like we're-
only white.
Wow.
The second
Wow. Wow.
The second one is called Blood and Guts, and that means for tonight only, you guys can re-roll damage rolls as well, which is usually something you cannot do in Savage Worlds. And then the third one is everybody gets another adventure card. So whether you have one already or not,
I don't have
Ben doesn't have one. Maybe people think there's some reason they don't want to give it to you.
one. I don't understand.
Wait, hold on.
I'm a lovable scamp.
Hey, you know what? Bandana Man agrees with you. Draw, Ben.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna this one.
That's a good one.
That one right
There we
here.
go.
Renown. You're the one who defeated the Dragon of Innsbruck. Play after completing a good deed for some import. You gain a permanent +1 charisma bonus towards those who have heard of you. Typically a 50% chance.
I'm gonna
I
let you
love this
keep that
picture.
one. I'm gonna let you keep that one. Everybody else gets another adventure card. So Eric,
Yay!
there we go. And you guys can use both of these tonight if you want.
Ow.
If you find the space too. So thank you, chat, for unlocking that stuff.
Spill the beans.
Ooh.
If you don't want to get her riled up, amigo, the subject of your questioning tells you everything you want to know, whether it be friendly persuasion, intimidation, or force.
You knew.
I didn't know.
If it's like super good, she can't use it.
No, it's just things that aren't gonna happen
All
in
right.
this game.
This is riled up.
One
That
more for you,
hurt.
Ben.
Now it's
Oh,
my
for
turn.
me?
Play after your hero sustains at least 1 wound. His attack causes +2 damage for the remainder of the scene.
Oh.
That was pretty
Ooh.
good.
Kelsey?
Love interest.
Oh.
Come here often? Play on a non-player character to encourage a romantic interest for your hero. The target helps to the best of her or his abilities, but may frequently cause trouble as well. Don't they always?
Dan?
Better you than me. Fritz, they shot Fritz! Play when your hero has been hit by an attack and there is an adjacent character. The other character suffers the attack instead. This may be played on friend or foe.
Oh.
Cool, and Ben has it. I'm sorry, I lost time for a second. Where were we?
We were just getting another drink and then maybe checking out this here tree that everyone keeps finding themselves all in a predicament about.
Maybe we should dig
I'm
up
sorry,
the
what is
dead
he saying? Because I have no idea.
what my fine friend is saying is that we're going to go look at that tree and see what's going on in that general vicinity. Possibly also dig up dead bodies.
Right.
No, I didn't say nothing about no.
He definitely said something about digging up dead bodies.
You folks are mighty strange, but at this point, we're pretty desperate. So, I mean, if you're willing to look into things, maybe fresh eyes could see something we ain't seen. I would caution you, though, either be out of town or be indoors come night, although being indoors didn't really help those people who were
It
dressing
doesn't
at
seem
home.
like it is at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like
Maybe
or
be
be
outside.
outside,
in any of the cases you've mentioned,
indoors or out.
doesn't seem like it mattered.
Maybe leave.
Wow. You've been real helpful.
Are you guys
Sort
going to
of.
pay
You've
for
been
these
sort of
whiskeys?
helpful. We did.
We already paid.
It was while you were losing time.
You did?
Yeah, we already paid for these drinks.
I tell you what, if you can find out what's making all this happen, whiskey's on the house.
Oh.
All right.
But for right now, you probably
Now
best pay.
Now I have emotional stakes in this.
All
Bye.
Oh, okay. I guess if you need any information about where any of those places are, just come back and ask me. I'll go ahead and shut up and take my afternoon nap now.
I'm gonna fling, an extra quarter his way.
Well, he said the tree was outside of town, right?
About a mile.
Yeah, it's just about a
Of course,
mile.
it could be in any one of the main cardinal directions or the ones in betweens those.
I
In
feel like
betwixt
it's only a
between.
mile away. We should be able to see a big
Northwest,
Come on.
northeast.
I'm thinking we should probably get a few pointers. on the
Could
map.
probably tell you where the cemetery is, or maybe any one of the other houses of note
Excuse
that he
me,
was
Doc,
asking
can you
about
pay the
earlier.
man?
Excuse me, barkeep. I didn't even mean to.
Fuller.
interrupt. Fuller. Wonderful to meet you, son. Now, I was wondering, could you maybe point out in some sort of direction we might be heading to find this tree, or the graveyard away over yonder?
I'm sorry, what is he? He's asking
He
about
wants to know where the graveyard is.
the graveyard. Oh,
And the
okay.
tree.
Graveyard, yeah, sure. It's at the far southern end of town. It's a small plot. You can't miss it. Tree, about a mile west of town.
I maybe be asking him about one of them residents. What done gone
Oh
blown
yes,
up?
I do want to know
Yeah,
where. I do want to know where the big busted out house is.
Oh, that'd be the place the couple was
yes,
taken
where
from.
the sinful couple lived.
Right. Well,
I mean,
it ain't mine to judge, but
Yeah.
here,
Oh, it's definitely mine.
I'm gonna sketch this out for you folks.
Oh,
So
a map.
he sketches out just a little
That's mighty
bit
nice.
of town. He pulls out just a sheet of paper
Play
from
this
underneath the
love
bar.
interest card.
You want to?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just saying he's got a business. He's got wonderful calligraphy
Yeah.
skills.
Because I said it, and it's because it's funny now.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. No, I was just gonna kind of give you general directions, but
Anything you can think that might be helpful, I'd mighty appreciate
well,
it.
if a map would be helpful, I guess I could be. All right.
Asking for a bottle of whiskey.
We ain't had much new folks coming to town. In fact, people been leaving pretty much as quick as they left. I had a
Well, that's mighty
a
unfortunate.
sweetheart, and she done left town with her family.
Oh, that
Well,
left
it's
you
a
here
tale
all
as old
alone.
as time.
Looked a lot like you. As a matter of fact.
Oh.
You remind me of hers, all.
All right, don't make it weird.
So I'm actually drawing a map here, but I'm not going to hand you guys anything. He draws up a map
Perfect.
and he hands it to you.
Well, thank
And would
kindly,
you
good
hand me
sir.
that bottle of whiskey behind you there too, darling?
Listen.
The one right by your hand.
Oh well.
Just hand it over.
I mean, as I said, if you was to find anything out, I could hand you anything you wanted.
That just sounds
How about
dirty.
some empty bottles? How many empty bottles do
Oh
you
yeah,
have?
that could be helpful.
I can use empty bottles. You'll see. It'll be a great invention.
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
My colleagues. Can I have some empty bottles?
I got 3.
They
Okay,
like to
great.
they like to make things with bottles.
Here you go.
I mean, if you're not using them.
I know,
great.
no, I ain't.
Thank you.
I'm curious on what she's gonna do.
Well,
Are you
But
trying to
it's not
steal my
bad, I
ideas?
Oh no, I can never touch technology.
Good. You're right.
But I'd love
Don't
to
touch
ogle it a little bit.
Okay, that's okay. You can do that.
You can always look.
well, how's about this?
Wink.
Is that directed at me?
Yeah.
I'll hand you this bottle.
Okay.
You folks do what you will with it, but I'd feel mighty bad if your investigation takes you most of the day. You're welcome. I got a couple unused rooms upstairs. You folks are welcome to stay here for the night, free of charge, of course.
Oh, that's mighty sweet of you.
Is it?
Let's hope those rooms don't say totally unused. You know what I'm saying? Wink.
I like that she said it because I wasn't looking at her at the time.
Because the
so-
camera can't see me, and also because I can't wink.
Well, there's your bottle.
Oh, thanks, darling.
I'll just be here,
Wait.
just
Wait.
polishing
wait,
the glassware.
Hold on.
No, it's fine.
Wink.
We don't need to go back to that.
I feel like we skipped an important part of your backstory.
Listen, Kelsey has been stricken with Bell's palsy for most of her life.
Right.
Oh, now I feel bad.
I'm just highly functioning. It's fine.
If you
but
need
really,
anything,
honestly, like,
Like,
oh wait, yeah, I'll
it's
wait.
it's about as
I'm
good as
sorry.
it gets. Yeah.
it's wonderful.
It's not.
It's
It's
wonderful.
not a cute.
I'm
wink.
sorry.
It's more of a facial twitch.
I drank too much of this.
Of water?
I had two.
If you need
It's
anything,
fire water.
If you need anything,
Whoa, that's my word. Okay.
readjust.
everyone.
Thanks so much, guys. This has been Dinners and Dragons. Remember, this has been Dinners and Dragons, not Wildcard, not affiliated.
This has
Pretty
been,
much the opposite.
this has been the final dinner of
Oh man.
Probably.
If you
Oh,
need
so
anything,
bad.
anything at all. Fuller Kinnaman's the name. You can always ask me for it.
Thanks, Fuller.
Fuller Tenement?
Kinnaman.
What Kinnaman?
He said Kinnaman. I don't understand why you gotta.
Oh, Kinnerman. I understand him better than I understand you.
Kinnaman.
That's what I say.
That is what he
Kinnaman.
said.
Kinnaman.
All right, well, I'll just be here polishing the glassware.
Kinnaman.
But seriously, if you need anything,
Thanks.
I'm here.
Wink.
Maybe we should go now.
Why you gotta do that to that not young man?
What?
The life you leave, you know.
Don't judge me.
I ain't got nothing to judge.
From Nolan.
Yeah.
So you guys leave. Where would you like to go first? You got a few places of interest to check out at this point. You've got the houses that were that people were abducted from. You've got the tree they were found hanged, and you've got the town cemetery where apparently someone wanted to dig up bodies.
Let's go to the graveyard. Anyone have a shovel?
We should go to the graveyard.
Yeah, and we
I
can see
mean,
what's in the
I
graves.
feel like
Yeah.
this tree is like central to what we're going for.
That's true, but it's a
I'm
mile
feeling
outside of town.
might inclined to go to this tree as well.
Do you know how long it's going to take Bolt to get a mile from here?
Well, we should get going now, right? Let me just untie her. Hold on.
Bolt keeps
I'll
moving
be
her
right-
head so that
Okay, hold
it
on,
gets
Bolt.
wrapped up the
I'm
other
gonna
direction.
make
as-
something to make her faster. Just you wait. Just you see.
Oh yeah, we all believe you, Doc.
I wasn't talking to you.
Wink.
So where are we going? Wink.
I mean,
Pick a direction quick. I can't turn Bolt around.
if you're looking to go to the cemetery, I say, why
what time
not?
of day is it right now?
Right now, it's your licked finger tells you it's about 11 a.m.
Oh, well, we have time.
Yeah,
Let's go to the scary tree first in
Yeah.
the middle of the day.
Okay,
Okay, good. I was already pointed that way.
so you guys are heading to the tree.
That'll save us about 25 minutes.
It will.
Okay.
So it's 3 p.m. by the time we get
Yeah,
to the tree.
it takes Bolt about 2.5 hours to get there.
I
So
just walk faster than her.
you guys head for the
You
tree,
could just leave her at the end.
Can never do that.
and the town was pretty desolate. The town was quiet, almost uncomfortably so, in a stifling way. As you start to get further outside of town, it gets almost even quieter. Obviously because you're out in the open, but you suddenly feel a bit agoraphobic, like you're out too much in the open. And as you look around, every shadow seems a bit stretched out and threatening. From the corners of your eyes, the shadows kind of make you think of you're being watched in some way. But you're heading towards a tree, and you can see it. It's on a little knoll up outside of town, and it looks very old and almost entirely dead. It's got long, sprawling branches, and you do see what looks like one old noose kind of hanging frayed from one of its branches.
But it's old. It's not.
The tree?
Yeah. No.
The noose looks old, yes. And as you get closer, it just, the further outside of town you get, the more it seems to get chilly.
Can I notice? Can I roll to see if I?
So you guys make it over to the tree. You want to look around the tree and see
Yeah,
if
I
you
want
notice
to see
anything
if I can
unusual?
figure out why the source of the unease.
Make a notice roll for me. So you're gonna roll your notice and your wild die.
Go 3.
Okay. Now you can re-roll if you want.
Can I
Oh, it's true. Can I reroll?
just see if I sense any sort of using knowledge occult, seeing like, is that how I would sense for any?
So- No, there's a spell you would need to search to check for magic, and you do not know that spell yet, Shady Doug. Knowledge occult you would use if you were
looking for like.
if you encountered something and you wanted to try and see if it was something you had heard of
Yeah.
before. But you can make a notice roll if you'd like, Shady Doug.
All right. Something about this tree seems
Oh.
Evenly.
seems something ain't right with.
So Shady Doug kind of mumbles something about the tree not seeming right.
I don't know nothing about this tree. Ain't like many trees I've seen in
Boomhauer.
Nolans.
It's getting better.
And he walks around it for a little bit, kind of just checking it out. Shady Doug,
I'll tell you what, man.
you notice that the dirt around the base of the tree, around its roots, seems upturned. It looks like it's been rather recently upturned.
Seems like if even somebody looking to dig something up, this might be an area where we would want to start.
Anybody bring a shovel?
Can I use my tomahawk as a shovel?
Yeah.
I ain't getting this fancy suit dirty.
It's going to take you a while to use your tomahawk to
I'm
shovel.
pretty strong.
That's true.
It's a utility tool.
Actually, this might be a good point. Shady Doug, you know a spell that could
digging.
make plays with fire a little bit stronger and a little bit faster at digging.
Is that boost?
That'd be boost trait.
Okay.
You could try and cast that now, just to practice it.
All right.
Now you can either cast that by using your power points. You have 10, and they come back very slowly. Or you could make a deal with the devil to see if you can do it for free, with like no drawback.
Whatsoever.
That's always how deals with the devil work.
Now, plays with fire.
You can just call me Play.
Play. You know, you've sworn off technology, but not like other things, right?
Yes, why do you ask?
I'm just saying, I could probably help you out, make this go a lot easier. It's just like, and it will not involve any form of technology.
Well, I appreciate that. That'd be very helpful.
Yeah. All right, I will attempt to make a deal with the devil today.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so
Whoa! Wait
you're
a
going to try and
minute.
deal with the devil to gather the power for this. So when a huckster casts a spell, he manifests a deck of cards from nowhere. So what does your deck look like, Shady Doug?
I mean, it's definitely, it's kind of sexist. It's like
It's
beautiful
sexist?
Yeah, it's got beautiful women as the card backs and stuff like that, and like it looks like a little worn, but like just frayed around like the edges, but it's still like you can still see like the half naked like French dancers or whatever. Because
Do they actually dance on the backs of the
A
card
little
backs?
bit,
Since
yeah.
it's a mystical deck
Yeah.
of cards.
they like it looks kind of like like one of those holograms we shake it, only a little too real.
Does it smell like roses?
I would say it's lavender.
Smells like lavender?
Yeah, lavender.
All right. So the scent of lavender suffuses the air as Shady Doug pulls out his dancing ladies. So this is all happening in your head.
Yeah.
You're challenging the demon to a game of cards. So you have 1 point of grit. So you are going to draw 6 cards, and you're going to make the best poker hand you can with those 6 cards. So lay them out one by one there in the dice tray, Shady Doug. And you need 2 power points to cast Boost Lower Trait. Ooh, a joker. That's good and bad news.
Like, what does that mean for us?
Okay. So
So you get 1 more card.
that's right.
So a joker is, it's a wild card. You can use it to make whatever you want. But if you do that, you automatically are going to suffer the downside of dealing with the devil.
Let's see.
So you need 2 power points. So you need to make at least a pair or better.
Okay. So what I'm going to do
Yeah?
is I'm going to be cheating,
Okay.
and I can search.
Cheating the devil?
Yeah, I'm cheating the devil.
Cheat the devil.
You better.
And I'm going to look for me one of these nice fancy aces,
Okay.
and then we'll shovel this, and then we'll put this.
Not going to use that joker?
No.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So I got a pair of aces.
You do. That's 3 power points. So
Yeah.
you can actually make it happen a little longer than normal.
Yeah.
All right. So now you're going to make a spell casting roll. You successfully bartered for power with the demon.
With a little bit of luck.
A little bit of luck and it might be a cheating.
Little
Might
bit
be
of
a cheating, but the devil don't mind.
That's a failure.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to re-roll that, 100%.
Yeah.
Either use Curse Spanish Gold or a Fate chip.
Yeah, I'm
Curse
going-
Spanish Gold?
uh,
That goes right to me. No, no.
So I can just give you this and reroll?
You can. You can do that.
Okay.
Oh,
So I can just give you this one
my.
Yeah. Now these I will tell you are more valuable than Curse
Yeah.
Spanish Gold because you can use these to save your skin in
Yeah.
a fight. Don't worry about this too much. This is fine.
Oh my
Oh, definitely don't do
You
that.
have to
Definitely
re-roll.
don't do that.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that
you
counts.
Want that. You want that 6.
Okay.
5. Okay, 5 is good. So you
I'll
draw
tell you,
your
that
cards.
devil still got a hold on me. I had to fight that devil.
You draw your cards and you spend a moment studying them, and one of them flies out and plants itself on the forehead of Plays with Fire and just sort of melds into his skin. And you feel yourself suffused with strength. Plays with Fire. What is your strength score?
My strength is a D8.
Not now. Now it's a D10.
What?
You feel yourself much stronger all of a sudden, and you're able to just hack at the ground with that tomahawk.
Nice.
He's like a man possessed.
I'll tell you.
Well, what are you
Do
looking
need
for?
a D10?
Well, we're
No, you don't even need to roll for this.
Oh.
You're so powerful.
What?
well, I wanted you to point. You pointed me to the spot where it
Yeah,
looked like it was
All around the
recently-
roots. The earth has been upturned all around the roots of the tree.
Oh, then I'm just digging wherever it's upturned.
Okay. So you
Upturned.
dig for about half an hour
Turned
just
up.
all around and you don't find anything.
What?
Do you want to keep going or do
Yes.
you want to? All right. So you dig for another half hour.
At least.
All right. So it doesn't last this whole time. It fades after a while, but you get a good head start with that. Nothing. Nothing but dirt and tree roots.
Well,
Did the tree roots look like they were going down into the ground?
Mhm. Like
Or
a tree.
Or like they were like got busted up out of the ground?
Nope. They look like you would expect a tree roots to going down for the water.
Not like a zombie popped out from underneath the roots of the tree.
Does not look like that.
All right.
there's
well,
no like holes into.
I'm
the
out of
tree.
ideas.
It's a weird theory. What?
There's no like holes into the tree.
No.
It doesn't look like it's newly planted, like the tree roots have gone in new. Like
it
they
looks like
come out and
it's
come
an
back
old tree. It looks like it's been here for a while.
Well, this was a bust. I go back out and I start scooping the dirt
Sometimes
back in.
you got a hand you think is gonna win you the game, and it turns out a bust.
Well, I said we should start with the graveyard. You can
I-
dig there.
We should have dig. I should have dug in the graveyard.
Yeah, much more fun things to find.
Shouldn't we look at this noose before we go though?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's a good thing.
Can I
Well, it's a scramble.
investigate it?
You can. So
With
just make
my
a notice roll to
notice?
check out the noose a little bit closer.
4.
4, that'll do it. All right. So the noose looks old, and it looks frayed, and it is hanging from one of the lower branches of the tree.
What else?
That's about it. Looks weathered, sun-beaten, maybe a little bit rotten.
Oh.
As I put this on me, I was very advocating for coming to see this tree,
You were.
and it turned out to be a bust.
You do notice that this tree looks like a great tree to hang people
I
from.
mean, it is like
looking
it's like
around.
it was designed this way.
Looking around, it is. It's like it was
Yeah.
designed to hang people from. And looking
To
around,
just
there's no
murder
other tree
people.
that would suffice quite as nicely as this tree. This looks like a good hanging tree. So you notice that?
To the graveyard then?
To the graveyard.
To
Come
the
on,
graveyard.
Bolt.
All right, so you turn Bolt
25
around. Yeah,
minutes
she
later.
gets a good 20-minute head start on the rest of you guys. You just kind of break
I'm
out some
just-
snacks.
Burying the rest of the dirt.
Just putting the dirt back.
You still
Bury
got
the
any of
dirt,
that whiskey
bury the
left?
You bury the dirt. And you guys are heading to the graveyard?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find, yeah,
he and
she's
I
got
take
Malibu.
he and I take a swig of the whiskey bottle.
So how many shots of whiskey is this total for you two?
For the two of us?
Yeah. 4
That-
by my count, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
Will both of you make a vigor roll for me real quick?
Yeah.
So you're going to find your vigor.
Ooh, I don't have vigor.
Oh, you should. You should.
Under
Oh no, I do.
Oh yeah,
I do. I found it.
And roll out with your wild die.
All right.
I'm doing all that.
You can hold your liquor, Shady Doug.
Fine.
Ooh, that.
All right.
Oh.
So you rolled a 6.
I've-
So it
Right.
explodes and you roll it
Roll
again.
Tell me about this
I'm not
liquor.
sure. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
sure if Doug is good with his liquor, or people just can't tell
Again.
the difference.
Oh, I got
Okay.
another 6.
Nice.
Roll again.
And a 4.
12. What was that? 16. Yeah.
16. All right. So
I'm
great.
doing okay.
that's really great. You're actually feeling awesome.
That's why I asked for this whiskey.
Yeah, you feel like you could take on the world.
I do.
And you probably can. You might even get some sort of bonus to something. I don't know. Like
I'm like waiting for somebody to start something
you're
with
doing
me.
really nice. So you guys slowly make your way to the graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think. Let's see. Courtesy of Plate Mail Games, I might have
Graveyard music?
graveyard music.
It's just Oingo Boingo.
I do, but I don't have it loaded up. He does. I know he does have Creepy Daytime Graveyard. That is the name of a track.
I think it's daytime and nighttime.
He does. But it sounds mostly like the rest of the town does, abandoned. And as you guys make it back into town, you feel a little bit less oppressive. The air feels a little bit lighter. Your spirits kind of lift just a bit. It still doesn't feel great here in town, but it feels a little bit better. You make it over to the
The
graveyard.
tree gives off a funky vibe.
It's an aura.
Almost like a bunch of people have been
Uh-huh.
hanged. You make
I mean,
it to
I
the
like being
graveyard.
hung by a tree.
I don't know what to do with that. And it's a small affair, just a small plot with kind of like a rickety wooden fence around the range of it, and some old, weather-beaten headstones and just markers. Couple of wooden crosses just kind of stuck unceremoniously in the earth. Will everyone please make a notice roll for me?
Notice? What is there to
Babe.
notice?
actually notice this time.
You did. Doc Lightning. 5. And 4. You all notice that there are 5 graves whose dirt seems disturbed.
Disturbed, like,
Like
not
new?
fresh, like not a freshly buried body, but like somebody went back and disturbed it.
There are 5 graves, and the dirt on top of all 5 of those seems like it was all disturbed at the same time.
Wow.
We should dig these up.
Very recently.
These might be our recent victims.
Well, I don't want to. This isn't a grave robbing mission,
Oh.
Doc.
But if they have things on them we can use,
I just want to
Waste
see
not, want not.
right?
if there's anything other than ligature marks around the neck.
I ain't wanting to tell another man his business, but perhaps you might go into town and see about getting a proper shovel.
I bet I could get one from the
Yeah, could you
innkeeper.
go talk to your honey?
Yeah.
You should also ask him if these names are the ones of the people who died.
All right. I'll take note of the names.
Okay.
If they've got grave markers.
They do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I memorized them.
Good. So
That's,
you know
that's
them.
the vigor.
Yeah, that's that liquid courage. All right, so you're gonna head
It's
over.
all up here.
You're gonna head back to the saloon.
Yeah.
So Fuller is actually, he's just kind of standing out on the front porch, just looking in the direction of the cemetery. And when he sees you coming, he seems startled and just sort of goes back inside of the saloon.
Oh, yoo-hoo, Fuller!
He comes out and now he has a glass he's polishing. Yes, I was just in here polishing the glassware.
Why do you look nervous, Fuller?
Well, just accounting all the people's gone missing, and I'm worried for your safety. I mean, your group's safety, your friends,
You're
all
not
of you
cute
equally.
when you're flustered.
What?
Look, darling, I was just wondering, you maybe have a shovel laying around here that maybe you could let little old me borrow?
Sure, yeah, who ain't got a shovel?
I hope not
He
you.
goes back inside and comes out just a minute later. He's like, yeah, here's mine.
That's perfect.
High quality shovel. I always take good care of my tools. So I make sure the wood's not splintered, so you can use it with gloves or without. So yeah, everything should be in order. I keep it from rusting. So I just want you to know I really take good care of the
That's
things
great.
that I care about.
Okay. I like everything you said.
Well, great.
Thank you for the shovel. Also, I was
Come on,
wondering.
Fuller, don't screw this up.
I was wondering, were the names of those, could you tell me the names of those victims?
Why, do you have 5 names in particular that you're wanting to run by me?
I got a few in my mind.
Good. Hit me with them.
Cletus
Yep,
Van Buren,
that's the one.
all right, and his wife, Jonah-fer
Yes.
Van Buren.
Cletus and Jonathan, they were the first 2 that went missing.
All right, that was the couple, not the unmarried couple.
Well,
'cause-
we don't like to qualify them in that manner. They just, they live their lives and
But
we
you
all
put
live
the
ours.
same surname on both their grave tags.
Well, just for convenience sake.
Wait, hold on.
The Van
They're not
Burens.
married, but they have the same last name.
And maybe it was a different married couple. Is this a different married couple?
Nope. So sorry, it
Maybe
was
they're related.
Cletus and Jonathan. Yep, those are the 2 of
Cletus
them.
and Jonathan.
Who were the others you were wondering about?
Samuel
Yep,
Smith.
Sam Smith. Yeah. Oh, we miss him.
Samuel Smith.
He was a voice of reason in town.
Yeah. And then also Lonnie.
Lonnie
It
Chambers.
just said Lonnie. I
Lonnie
don't.
Chambers.
Oh, Chambers.
Lonnie
That was kind of
Chambers.
scratched off. I
Yeah,
couldn't
we
see
all
the
just knew
last
him as
name.
Lonnie.
And there was a 5th one.
Yep.
Corona.
Corona.
Yeah.
She was sweet.
Corona Button.
Corona Button.
Cletus.
One of the sweetest little girls in town.
Corona.
Corona bag of cheese, but
Samuel. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, those are the folks what went missing. Why do you ask?
And the 6th name, chipped paint light fixture.
Right. We all love that guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Chip. Everybody knew him as Chip.
Yeah. How'd you know?
When did you all say you buried them?
Well, after they was found. So Cletus and
been
Jonathan, it's
about-
been about 2 weeks, and Lonnie, he was probably about 5 days ago.
Samuel
Samuel Smith, yeah, he was about a week ago.
and little Miss
And then
Corona.
Corona, just a few days, just a handful of days, unfortunately. Her parents missed her terribly.
And y'all haven't messed with their graves since you buried them?
No?
Was that a wink? Are you trying to wink at me?
No, sorry. That
I
was
thought
my
we were having
that
a
was my
serious
left eye narrowing in suspicion while my
Oh.
right eye remained vigilant.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not great at winking, so sometimes I just have to
You
clarify.
could have fooled me
Wink.
every time.
That's why I say it, so that there's no confusion.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Why are you asking about? No, we.
No reason. I'm just going to take this shovel and be on my merry little way. Bye!
All right, keep it as long as you need. I'll just be here with the glassware.
You're doing a great job.
All right, so you head back to the graveyard?
Yep.
Okay.
Wonderful interaction.
You guys are just like, what is taking so long?
Well,
Why?
we know it's taking
I'm
so
sorry.
long.
I thought I had the names memorized, and then I sort of forgot.
Oh.
Here's a shovel.
Oh.
You.
Oh, well, let me, so which one, was buried?
Look, guys.
Which one was...
Cletus,
Miss Vixen, thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Cletus and Jonifer, they were buried 2 weeks ago. There is no reason that their dirt should be disturbed.
Right.
Also, Lonnie, still no reason his dirt should be disturbed. And Samuel and Corona, I mean, their dirt can be a little fresh, so I'm not real sure about them.
So you're saying we should dig them all up?
Yes.
I think that might be what I'm saying.
Doc seems uncomfortably interested in this suggestion.
Very uncomfortable.
I mean, I'm curious to see what's going on.
I'm
here.
also very curious to see what Doc's going to do with these dead bodies.
You never know, right?
I mean,
Who are you talking to?
I feel like,
Colleagues.
yeah, I feel like we never let Doc loose. You know, I feel like,
We should just let her
Best
loose.
with supervision.
yeah.
Do you want to do the honors?
Of digging?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Doc is not very strong,
All right. Well,
but she puts her back into it.
Perhaps an able-bodied young man like yourself could help Doc out.
all right. Well, I'll
You have a
just-
tomahawk.
Yeah.
All right, so between the shovel, excellently well, like very well maintained, you notice, and the tomahawk, you guys are able to. Which grave are you digging up?
Corona.
Yeah, we should go with Corona.
All right, not too far down. Definitely not the full 6 feet. Maybe about 4, 3. The earth gets kind of hard and parched around here. You hit wood. No, you hit the wood of a coffin.
Clunk.
Coffin wood.
I think we found it. We should probably. What, do you guys want to? Here, let's just open it. I'm just going to use the shovel to try to pry it
Okay,
open.
you pry it open. There is a body in here. And
There's a body.
which, I'm sorry, this was Jonifer again?
No,
This
this
is
is Corona.
Corona.
This is the little girl.
The
it's a
newest.
little coffin.
Oh.
She has that little weird, like, the little baby dresses.
Yeah,
that-
and she was
oh.
buried not too long ago, so she's decomposition has set in, but she still looks relatively fresh.
Can I pull out a magnifying glass and just kind of like look at her neck?
Yeah, okay.
This
Her
is
neck,
really
her neck
interesting.
stands out to everyone immediately because it is a bit longer than it ordinarily should be. It looks like the weight of her body just kind of like pulled and lengthened her neck for a bit while she hung on the tree.
Interesting. I wouldn't think that the weight of a little girl could do that.
Well, they don't have super strong necks.
I figure as a doctor, you would know some of that. But
Well, she knows
I
chemistry and physics.
I trust her.
Apart
Thank
from
you.
that, yeah, you can definitely see what looks like rope burns around her neck, just bruising and
Is there
breakage
anything
from a
else?
noose.
That would seem
Yeah.
out of place, or I don't know. What else?
Her fingernails seem dirty.
She's a kid. In the
Nothing
West.
strange about this dead little girl.
just your average, everyday, dead little girl.
Well,
So there's nothing out of place with this dead girl that we've.
I mean, apart from her stretched out neck
And the rope
and the
burn.
fact that she's a dead little girl who was dragged from her home and hanged to death on a tree branch.
Right.
Nope,
Everything looks fine.
everything's hunky dory.
should we dig up the next one then?
Yes, we should.
Who are you digging up?
The couple.
Cletus and Jonifer?
Yeah.
All right. Takes
They
you
were
a while.
They were the oldest.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely going to be.
2 weeks back.
They've been
They're
buried a
They're
couple
definitely
weeks.
going to be a little rank.
The smell starts to assault you after you get a couple feet down.
Ooh, do you all smell that? That's dead bodies.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome.
She's so learned.
And though their bodies are a bit juicier,
Oh.
It's a terrible way to describe a body.
Oh.
much the same. Necks are uncomfortably long, rope burns and damage around there.
Anything
although it's
else?
harder to see it because of all this.
Do
Well,
they have anything on them?
maggots.
Do they
Okay,
have
but
dirt
I mean,
underneath
like,
their fingernails?
Watches.
What?
Do they have dirt underneath their fingernails?
They do. But no, they were buried in what looks like very just very efficient clothing. Probably their nicest suit of clothes, but they were people of the land. They worked hard, but they didn't make a
Not
whole
as
lot of money.
fancy as the clothing I wear.
Definitely not as fancy as Shady Doug's fancy suit.
Sequined.
All right. Do we want to dig up more? Do you think we're gonna find
I
anything
mean,
new?
We might as well dig up the rest.
I
Right,
don't.
no variables.
I mean, we can, but I feel like we've seen the oldest and the newest. I ain't seen nothing that point us to nothing.
But maybe the last one we dig up will be the
Yeah,
different
we'll
one,
never know until we dig them all up.
It's always in the last place you look.
right?
That's right. You've talked yourself into it. Let's dig up some more dead bodies.
This takes you guys quite a while, but you are able to dig up the rest of the bodies, and they all are much as Shady Doug predicted, in various different states of decomposition,
With dirt
from
under their
oldest
nails?
to newest. What?
With dirt under their nails?
They do have dirt under their nails, yes, but
What
they are
about
all
under their toenails.
under their toenails. No,
Hmm.
because they are wearing shoes.
A clue.
They are all ranchers, so that is not a hugely unusual thing.
The mortician didn't clean these bodies?
Yeah.
You don't get the impression that there was a whole lot of mortating done to
There's
these
not a lot
guys.
of prep going into these burials?
Yeah, nothing seems to be preserved or made up about this, apart from the
Alright.
fact that they are wearing, a nicer set of clothes. Clearly not the ones they died in.
Is there anything that's similar with all of these?
All their necks are a bit stretchy, and
I
they all
mean-
have rope marks, and they're dead.
Should we dig up another body to compare to these
Ooh, we
bodies?
should.
I feel
We
like
should.
that is taking it one step too far in our investigation.
Well,
I mean, it's 2 to 1 here.
depends on how scientific we want to be with this digging.
We
of
need
the
a
body
control.
apart.
We need a controls.
Exactly. You know science.
I
I've
feel
listened
like
to Doc.
each and every one of us has seen a dead body before.
I'm no stranger.
But we haven't seen a dead body in this neighborhood.
The afternoon is definitely passing on as you guys dig all these up
Maybe
and discuss the
we
merits
should go
of
to
dead
the
bodies.
houses first, and then we can always
Yeah.
come back and dig up another body.
Okay.
Okay. We're just going to leave all these dead bodies unearthed.
Oh, come on. You guys aren't going to put them back in their
no,
boxes?
We should put them back.
We'll just
Well, we can put it back in the boxes, but
just push the dirt
At
in.
least push the dirt back on top.
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, let's not be lazy.
all right. You're right. You're right. I
Make
think
a note.
we should. We
Plays
should.
of all people would
Yeah.
want to respect
It's
the
absolutely, yeah.
the dead.
Make a note. I need to make something.
I mean, I would
that can
burn
do
them,
this faster.
but we can't burn them.
No, it's not allowed.
It's not your way.
So you guys hastily and somewhat
mean-
shoddily reinter the bodies.
My ways ain't always like everyone else's ways, but
Where are we going first? Which house?
I would like to see the couple's house that had the
blown
front-
up house?
Yeah. I feel like that's where we should have gone in the first place. At this
The
point,
Van
considering it's
Burens
the
and
last-
the Van Bjoren.
Yeah, the Van Buren and the Van Buren.
Right.
There's a slight difference in spelling.
Slight difference.
So you guys follow
I mean, it's a small town. You understand? Ain't a lot of
limited
people around.
options.
That's why they weren't married.
You,
I mean, we've all heard about the feud of the Van Burens and the Van
And the
Burens.
Bjorens.
Yeah.
Taylor's old as time.
you follow Fuller's map and find the house. Not too far outside of town.
I mean, never was there a Taylor's Whoa.
And the Van Burens and the Van Bureaus.
And you find their house, their ranch house, modestly appointed ranch house. The
That
front of it
thing,
is all but destroyed.
Whoa.
Sure is blown up.
Yeah, the door is gone. Most of the wall is gone. There's pieces of wood hanging from it. The interior of the house is almost completely exposed.
Can I take a magnifying glass to the edges? I
Yes.
just want to look really closely at all the edges.
No, oh, I thought you had a.
No.
No. Okay.
Is
So
it-
you're
is it-
checking the edges for what?
Just to see if anything, like what it looks like. If it looks like it was.
Make a
blown
notice
in.
roll for me.
Yeah,
And know what?
blown in,
Actually,
blown out.
make a physics roll for me. Knowledge physics.
Ooh.
Even better.
Because you have that.
I do have that.
Ooh.
Oh, you aced it. Reroll.
10.
Okay, so a 4 is a success, and then for every 4 on top of that, that's a raise. So you got a success with 1 raise because you got a 10. You notice that based on what you're observing with your magnifying glass, that is not in your inventory,
Yeah, it
but
is.
will
It's
allow
right there.
She made it out of. She crafted it out of
did.
the whiskey bottles.
You're noticing
Exactly it.
in the areas where there appear to be the most damage, it looks as though the house was blown inwards. Most likely, your first thought is dynamite or explosives of some kind. But the more you look at it, and the more you look at it, the house has been relatively untouched. The way you can see the wood and just kind of debris scattered about, it looks like it was struck with very great force.
I don't think this was an explosion. I think something hit it. I hope it wasn't any of Hellstrom's things, but something came here and it hit it so hard it blew it inward. What could do that?
This lends a little credence to Fuller's and the rest of the town's growing suspicion that maybe this ain't people doing this. Maybe it's something else.
Machines.
I mean, I asked about zombies, and they thought I was crazy.
Well, I mean, a zombie at best has the strength of a normal.
There is no such thing as the word zombie.
What are you guys talking about?
You haven't heard the old ways? The undead?
Not.
The zombie?
I mean, we
Yeah.
have many things in New Orleans, but I ain't never heard no.
Really? In New Orleans?
I feel
You're
like
the
that's
only one that's heard of
I
zombies.
feel like that's false.
You are the only one who has heard of it.
Very much false.
In
You
fact,
absolutely know.
all of the voodooists that you associated with
yeah.
threw that word around quite a lot.
That's
feel
how
like-
I knew that
I feel
word.
like you're using that term in a way that ain't
I'm not-
ain't what it was meant to be.
I'm not using it right.
Yeah. Cause zombies ain't it kind of like a slave. It's a person ain't quite dead, ain't quite live no more.
Are they that strong?
I mean they.
Make a knowledge occult roll for me.
Oh!
Double sixes, reroll both.
Nice.
11?
Yep.
Zombies are not this strong.
No.
zombie you have ever heard of should be this strong. Sometimes on account of their lack of awareness, they use their bodies in ways that a living human might. But all the same, there's no way that one of them would muster enough force to
I mean
blow
I've
something
seen a
open like
zombie
this.
put himself through something that no normal man would do, but
I'm curious. What was it?
it lifts something that a normal man would know that's gonna leave a mark. But he ain't can none.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to give Shady Doug a fake chip for this Cajun accent. Because this is
Always
a delight.
white. Always white.
Chad would like to give him something else, but continue.
A pat on the back?
Yep.
A handshake?
Yep.
A high five?
Yep.
All of those things. Please continue.
And cash to stop. Anyway, continue. I love it.
It's part of my quirk. It's just what I am.
It's like Matthew McConaughey, only less sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. More sexy, sorry.
Do you guys want to check out anything else here? Do you want to check out one of the other houses?
But yeah, I want to look around
Yeah,
the house.
so
and
let's
see
look
what's in
around
the
this house?
Yeah.
Can I make a, hold on, where was it? Like a tracking check to see if I can see, like, I don't know, hoof prints or something? Like, did they come barreling in
I
here
do
with,
that
like,
too.
some
yeah,
sort of
both of you
animal?
can make tracking checks. It's been 2 weeks. So
Oh, we should go to Little
Oh,
Corona's
that's
house
true.
first.
you're going to make these rolls at a -6.
Oh.
But you can make them.
Nope.
Got an ace.
So if I have a D4, I rolled my D4 and then my bonus die.
So you roll the
Oh,
4, so you get
that
that
ace.
aces. You can roll it again.
This is an exploding 4.
Okay. Whenever you roll the top result on any die, you re-roll. So 6, you got a 0. There's been so much activity here. It's impossible to tell. It looks like a lot of people have come in. You imagine most of the town came to see what the hell had happened. They had the people that went to retrieve the bodies. Like it's been 2 weeks. It's impossible to tell from this if there's anything of note.
What about maybe use Streetwise to see if I can find like a hidden.
So Streetwise
safe or
is
something?
trying to get information from people
From
in
people
a town or
specifically,
something.
okay. All right.
I imagine we'll find more useful information at one of the newer crime scenes.
Little
Little-
Coronas.
Yeah, a Little Corona bag of cheese buttons.
Right.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys are heading
For
to
the bag of cheese.
the most recent victim's house.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
get both.
Okay.
I don't think we need her.
3 hours later.
Yeah.
You
It is
guys
now midnight.
you guys make it to Corona Button's house, and it appears to be abandoned, and very recently so. And it is not as damaged as the ranch house belonging to the unwedded couple with the same last name.
Almost.
Almost. In fact, there's very little damage here. The door is a bit damaged, and you notice it swings freely on its hinge as though it was broken down a bit.
Like into the house or out?
Definitely
Yeah.
into the house, yeah.
Does it look the same as,
No.
like, even where it was damaged? It's
I
completely
mean,
different?
you can tell that the door was broken in, but not with anywhere near the amount of force that the house was destroyed.
Anything out of place inside?
Things look ransacked. Anyone who has tracking, make a tracking roll for me.
Nope. But you know what? Whatever.
Curse
We have a
Spanish
lot of
gold!
There
Five.
you go.
That's a 5, okay. And did you want to track as well?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nope.
No.
Critical
It's,
failure.
There's
can't
no
hurt you.
house here.
It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. You don't have to
All right.
re-roll it. But you think the exact opposite of everything plays with fire things.
Perfect.
Plays with fire. It looks like the occupants of this house just grabbed whatever they deemed important very recently and left. So everything looks abandoned. It looks like there's a few things out of place.
The fireplace. There's a fireplace. Yes, a central point of heat.
There is.
Is it warm?
No. You remember Fuller talking about that Corona was a couple's daughter. So your best guess is after the death of their daughter, they grabbed what they could and left the town.
Okay.
You're pretty sure this whole place has been robbed, Gabriella.
I think they took everything.
They did take everything of importance to them.
Oh no,
When
I
they
think
left.
it was clearly robbed. No one packed anything from this house.
Okay.
Look at this mess.
Well, I mean, they were abandoning the house. We can go into semantics later. Do we see any tracks leading away?
Well, that would be a different tracking roll.
Yeah.
4.
Gabriella?
Oh no. No.
I'd like to point out at this point that Plays with Fire has disrespected you in front of your friends by contradicting
What I thought
what
happened.
you saw. So if you wanted to re-roll that to really make sure that you can find what he doesn't find,
Oh.
that might be what a vengeful person might do.
All right. So spend.
You can, or
One
curse
of
Spanish gold. It's your
these?
call.
What should I spend?
You can use these to soak wounds later on. If that
So
comes
this
up.
is
You
maybe
can't,
better?
though. Yeah, he
All
gets
right.
that, but
I do get that.
what can you do?
5?
Mm-hmm.
And you rolled a 4, right? Ben?
Mhm.
All right. And because that's what a vengeful person would do, why don't you have a fate chip there?
Oh.
No, not you. Not you.
Get your hands out of that.
Nice.
So you look around and you see that there do appear to be some tracks, but again, there's confusion. It looks like some people came to collect the body, or it's hard to tell.
There's no extremely strange.
There are, but they escape your notice. Gabriella notices that there are some tracks around this house that appear to have a very strange gait, almost as if like someone was walking with great weight or walking strangely in some way.
Human prints,
Human
but with a
feet,
strange
yep.
gait. You don't notice anything, huh?
No.
Nothing.
No, there's just a
Unusual?
bunch of people wandering around.
What about these footprints here, huh? Don't notice anything strange about them, do you?
You know, now that you mention
There is something strange about these. These prints here look like somebody was maybe carrying something. Something heavy.
Ooh.
Something obstructing their gait. Like maybe a
Machine?
small child?
small
Oh,
child,
that makes
probably a
sense.
small child.
That makes sense.
Can we?
We should follow
you-
these
can you
tracks.
follow those
we should
tracks?
follow these tracks.
I'm very impressed by you.
Oh, you want to follow those tracks? That's going to be another tracking roll.
Oh, okay.
Can I help you?
You can actually.
I suppose.
Would you like to make a cooperative roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 4
That's
Okay, so that explodes. So roll it again. That's an ace.
and a 3.
So you got a 7. So you make a tracking roll, and for every success and raise you get, you're going to add 1 to her roll.
I have one.
Nice.
Okay. So because she showed you up, and you are a humble enough person to accept when you were wrong, you decide to help her in following these tracks.
I'm impressed that a non-person of my ilk could track so well,
Oh, well, thank you.
especially a lady.
I heard that.
You were so close to just doing it. You were so close to just getting past it, man. So you rolled a 7?
If my delicate lady brain is doing the math correctly, yes, I did.
And then plus 1 is an 8, so that's a success with a raise because of the cooperative roll. So you are able to follow these tracks
Good on us.
for a while. In fact, you follow them a mile outside of town to the tree that
God damn it!
Corona Buttons was found hanging from.
Looks like we've gone full circle, friends.
Da-da-da.
Language.
At this point, the sun is starting to set.
Well, maybe we should go back to your boyfriend's place and stay the night.
Maybe we should see
Or-
what happens at this haunted ass tree at night.
I'm liking that. I
Unless,
mean,
you know.
we know eventually we
We're-
gotta do some investigating
I mean-
at night.
We all know we'll eventually end up at this tree anyway.
We already have twice.
Fate draws us here.
Before the sun sets completely, can we see if the tracks lead away from the tree in another direction?
Without the weight of a small
Without
child.
a small child?
Make another tracking roll for me. This time, though, the light is getting dimmer, so you're going to be at a -1.
Okay.
Oh,
So 5, are you also
5?
cooperating?
yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
Um,
a
It's a 4.
4.
There are tracks here, but at this point, it's getting a bit confused. There's been a lot of traffic back and forth to the tree from the town, and then there's all of your recent tracks as well, which have further complicated things.
And all
So
the digging.
yeah, and all the digging, all of that. There are a lot of
disturbed
tracks
it a
around here,
little
but
bit.
it's very hard to tell
All right.
if you'd be able to follow the right ones.
Can I tell, like, maybe those are the same tracks that just went generally in that direction, or they're just pretty much all destroyed?
From your best guess, most of the tracks that have come to the tree went back to the town.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to wait.
Haunted tree at night.
Sounds like fun.
Haunted
haunted,
tree
but-
at night.
I'd like to hear some of Shady's songs.
So you guys are gonna just hang out by the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I ain't never said I was much of a singing man.
Well, you have such a musical lilt to your voice.
I mean, I gamble, I dabble in cards, and some other knowledge.
But do you know any songs? I'm curious
I don't
to know about your songs.
rightly know much about
Hold on.
singing.
As the sun goes down, the wind picks up and blows through the sparse trees and everything all around you guys.
There's a joyful little bird, though.
There is.
I could show you some card tricks.
It's a nightingale.
Okay.
Oh, and he does them. You see that?
Oh.
That's some fancy finger work there
Yeah.
with those card
Wait,
tricks.
Yeah.
is that the card?
It's like 5 cards, all doing crazy things.
What?
From way off in the town, you hear, Gabriella and friends.
Fuller? Is that you?
What?
It's Fuller.
You're very far away at this point. Y'all best get inside.
Fuller doesn't think we should be out here.
Are you guys starting a fire or anything, or are you just
We're
gonna like
sitting in the dark.
just sit in the dark?
Well, I mean, I was going to use my flint stones, like my striking stones.
Sure. I mean, the night is
Dark
the
and full
wind
of
is blowing
terrors.
in some clouds. Yeah, you get the impression it's gonna be pretty dark this evening.
Should we stay here? Should we go?
I mean, you definitely can. You're just gonna probably want to light a fire, or else you won't be able to see much very soon.
Well, then I'll use the old
I mean,
ways.
I don't mean to say, but it is your namesake.
Mhm.
So, if you could start a fire, that would be.
It's a little bit racist, but okay.
Just don't play with it.
It's just your name.
How is it racist?
That is literally your name.
It is the name that
literally your
it's
name.
true. It is the name that was given to me because
I mean,
your
people.
folk find it a little hard to say my real name.
I mean,
But that's fine.
No, your shaman gave you that name.
people.
Because he knew that this situation would happen.
I mean,
Tom.
my name's not Shady.
What have I done? Ben.
That is a nomenclature that has been placed upon me.
You don't have to reach to create things to make this harder. It's hard enough as it is.
It's true. It really is. Striking stones.
All right, so you're making a fire. All right, well, I guess be safe. And remember, Gabriella, you can always come stay here and your friends.
He's very needy.
Apparently I look like someone.
All right, so you start a fire.
Yep.
You don't have much difficulty with it. You're pretty good at it.
Pretty,
And the
but not for the reasons you think.
darkness deepens a bit as
After the fire's lit.
what?
After the
Yeah,
fire's lit.
actually, you would think that having a warm fire lit there would make you feel a bit safer and a bit brighter, but as you light it, it seems like the darkness around the light of the fire seems to deepen, and
We're ruining our night vision.
you start to become aware of just how open everything is around you and how exposed you are here.
I mean, I'm feeling might sleepy. But I feel like if I go to sleep,
You are a heavy sleeper.
yeah,
Now that's going to actually come into account if you guys try to stay up super late.
yeah.
So we'll deal with that here in a second.
What are we looking for?
Y'all feel like something like watching us or something?
All the time. But does it seem out
But
of
like
place?
more so
Okay.
right now?
Maybe.
I mean, there's always a sense that there's a being behind me ready to pounce if I'm not ready.
Oh, me too.
A being?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds terrifying to be you two.
I mean, it's a gamble.
When you do important work, people want to know what you're doing.
So you guys are just kind of hanging out, waiting to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wetting my tomahawk.
Okay, so you're kind of going about your nighttime ritual of just
Correct.
kind of caring for your things.
How close are we to the tree?
You tell me.
I
we're
assume we're
pretty-
like under it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it would be silly to
Probably
be anywhere, but
I'm
Burning
gonna
its logs.
take some dry sticks and light them on fire and put like a perimeter of torches around the outside of the tree.
Okay. That's not really. I mean, if you have some rags or something that you.
Oh, right.
Mike.
Yep. No, thank you. Some rags or anything.
We
that
need
you want
those.
to
No, it's Jordan.
wrap around there.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
You could probably. Yeah. No, I got it. Thanks, John.
No,
You could probably fashion
Your
a couple
mic fell.
makeshift torches,
Just it's back on now.
or you could start just a few small fires as well if you want. Good, I got it. I'm mic'd. Thank you.
Do you want to just start a few small fires
I mean, I'm all
around
for
the
more
perimeter?
fires.
Get a
Yeah.
perimeter around this?
Absolutely.
I feel like our back is to a lot of blackness, like a lot of dark.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
Okay. So you guys set up maybe like 4 or 5, just kind of like at a
Yeah.
perimeter
Watchfires,
around the
yeah.
tree, like watchfires?
Yeah.
It takes you a little while just to gather like some fallen sticks and kind of clear off an area, so you're not going to start any sort of like
We don't want to burn
blaze.
anything down. Sure.
And you light the fires, and with each successive fire, again, it feels like you are creating more light in the area you're in and deepening the darkness outside of the fire. With every successive fire, rather than feeling more safe and more insulated, you start to feel cut off and isolated.
Something we haven't considered. What do they need this tree for? Do they want to hang more people? Why don't we just burn the tree?
I feel like fire is not helping.
Maybe it'll call something out.
Everyone make a notice roll for me. That's aced. That aced again.
Oh.
That aced again.
Oh.
What
What
am
do
I
you
at?
see?
Oh,
What do you
13?
see?
13. 13.
Oh,
Double ace.
Oh my god.
10?
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
I feel like I shouldn't even roll. Like, these two obviously saw
But
something.
you could be better. No, you're really bad.
People obsessed with the fire are like, we don't know.
We should, you know what we should do is set more,
More
fires.
light.
You both hear, and it's hard to tell because the more fires that get lit, it almost is like it dampens the sound as well. But you feel like you hear the sound of far off screaming coming from the town.
What? What?
I hear. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
What?
There seems to be, might be a screaming at coming from over
Screaming.
yon town.
Your boyfriend.
Paula!
Do you scream out Fuller?
Yep.
As you do, you both now can hear an answering scream from far off in the town, and it does actually sound a bit like Fuller.
Oh no!
We should go. This is what we came here for, right?
That's right, Doc. Get on Warrior. We'll leave Bolt
We can't
here.
leave Bolt. You head
She'll take
on.
care of
We're right behind you. Her name isn't Bolt for no reason.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It specifically is.
in her youth, maybe.
Just you wait.
I
When
jump
it's
on Warrior
important.
and I.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's my horse's name again? Mina.
Mina?
Baron.
Baron? Okay, so you guys all jump on your horses and head off into the town?
Yeah.
Okay. You go riding into town, and as you get away from your ring of fire, it starts to feel a little bit lighter the night, and we can move some of this stuff out of the way. You ride down the main street of Eastman's Crossing, and you ride over to the saloon. And you can see Fuller now, because he is being dragged from his saloon by several figures. I need a Fuller.
And they don't seem friendly.
It's very dark. Yeah, they do not seem friendly.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot him.
I tell you what, friends.
Fuller is screaming, and that's Fuller right there. No, I need something that's painted.
Yeah.
Are you talking to us or to this other
To these other people.
to this
It's
other
like,
group? Okay.
unhand our friend, the young man, else we might have words.
I want to shoot.
So you
him
guys
from
are
my
coming in
horse.
from over here.
I'm gonna
So
shoot
you're
him
on your
from my
horses? And then do we have your
Oh,
right
yeah.
there, Gabriella? Do we have one for you? Are you? Although you're way further back because you're on Bolt, right? It's gonna take
Like
you a little
we're
bit
in
to
Young
get here.
Guns right now, and you're in like
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
So
that's a good one.
you guys come riding down the street and you call out, and Fuller is just kind of supported on top of these people that are just kind of carrying him forcibly out of his saloon. And he's going, "No, y'all get back! You don't want no part of this."
I want to shoot one of them.
You want to try and shoot one? It's really dark, but you can try.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right.
You might hit
That
Fuller.
means that we are in
Combat.
a combat.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, I got it. It's there. It's a battle to the death.
Oh,
So we're
no.
gonna draw some initiative cards. All right. So real quick, everybody check your edges on your sheet. Does anybody have the edge quick?
Yes.
Okay. So Gabriella, if you get given a 5 or lower, you get to send it back and draw again until you get a card that is higher than 5.
Sweet.
What does Brawny do?
Brawny just ups your toughness. It's already
Does
taken care of. in
Card
there.
sharp help me in this?
It does not in this situation, no. All right, so plays with fire, a 6 of diamonds. Gabriella, a 6 of hearts.
Fitting.
Doc Lightning, a 6 of clubs.
God, what?
I did shuffle these. And
I was a
Shady
6.
Doug, a 10 of diamonds.
Ruined.
The mysterious figures, 4 of spades.
Oh, okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right,
That's what they get.
Shady Doug, you are up first.
All right. I
Now you are not super good with a gun
Yeah.
or a knife.
no, but
You have a Derringer that has 2 shots
yeah,
in it.
it's not much of a thing.
But you can also cast Bolt,
Yeah.
which is your offensive spell, where you sling cards a la Gambit
yeah.
at your foes.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'll be like, hey, now that happens to be a friend of mine, and I don't take kindly if you mess with him.
Okay, so now before you roll, you're going to decide how many bolts you want to cast. So you can cast up to 3, and they are 1 power point apiece, and they're going to do 2d6 damage each. But if you want to spend 2 power points apiece, they'll do 3d6 damage each. So you can spend between 1 and 6 power points to cast that many bolts.
I'm gonna do just 2 bolts at regular power.
2 bolts at regular power? Okay, and what are you gonna fire them both at the same target or one at each?
I'm gonna hit like just these 2. Just
Okay, so this one is you?
this guy's.
That guy's you. 2, 3, 4,
He's
5,
in
6,
short
7,
range.
8, 9, 10, 11. You are within short range. Okay, so are you gonna use your power points or are you gonna deal with the devil
I'm
here?
gonna use my power points at first.
Okay, so 2 normal bolts.
Yeah.
You're spending 2 power points, so you might just mark that down somewhere on your
Yeah.
sheet, and then you're gonna make your spell casting roll.
And then spellcast.
Cool.
I think it's a D6.
Yep,
Nice.
D6 for me. And with the wild.
With the wild die. That is a failure, Shady Doug.
Okay.
So if you do that, you're just going to spend your power points and nothing's going to happen. You can re-roll by using one of your fate chips or by using a piece of cursed Spanish gold.
I mean, I feel like first one's got to be that.
All right, roll it up.
Yeah.
Bang.
That aced.
So that's
11.
11.
That's 11. All right, so that's a hit with a raise. So both of those are going to do an extra D6 of damage. All right, so let's roll against this one here first. So Doug's dancing ladies come fanning out into his hand, and he fires real quick, 2 of them off the top of the deck, and they go streaking off into the night. Ooh, that aced on your damage roll there. So that's 7, 10, and then you're going to add another D6 because you got a raise on your spellcasting die.
Another 3. So
13.
Nice.
Okay, so the card goes streaking towards this figure right here and just strikes him in the back, and you see his body just sort of like crumple and go flying forward and just fall to the ground. Got rid of that one, Shady Doug. You got one more bolt in you.
yeah. Give this guy a solid
Oh.
Nice.
9.
9, and then 1 extra D6 for your raise.
13.
13 again? Same thing to that one. Now everyone make a notice roll for me real quick.
I see something.
Okay, you got a 5?
I did.
7?
7.
Nope.
Okay. And a 5. All right. So as they go sprawling down to the ground, you guys see their heads just kind of flap up, and you notice that their heads are not where they should be on top of their bodies, but are instead hanging back onto their backs on what appear to be elongated, stretched out necks.
Oh.
Would you like to move, Shady Doug?
Yeah, how far can I
Have you
move?
hopped off your horse, or are you on horseback at this point?
I would say I'd hopped off.
All right, you can move 6 spaces then.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'll just move to here.
Okay. Turn in your card. Up next, in reverse alphabetical order, we have Gabriella, because you all have 6s.
Oh my.
So Gabriella, you did not see what the others saw just then,
I didn't.
but you do see Shady Doug taking out 2 of these people who were trying to carry off Fuller.
Well, so I am a duelist. Does that mean I get 2 shots?
Only in a like high
An
noon
actual
style
duel?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
alright.
for this, you're just going to be firing your
Just
pistol.
my one pistol.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try to shoot the shortest looking one.
That'd be this one right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on purpose.
Now, what is the range of your pistol?
Let's see.
You got peacemakers down there in your inventory, and
Yes.
there should be 3 numbers
Range,
separated by
12, 24, 48.
12, and that's you. So you are within short range there. So you're going to have no penalty here.
All right, and then 2d6
Well,
plus.
Actually, you are going to have a -1 penalty for dim light, because there is light
Okay.
spilling out from the saloon, but not enough to see super clearly by.
Okay. And then it's just, how do I roll to hit?
You're going to make your shooting roll. So you have a skill called shooting.
Where? Okay, got it.
So you're going to roll that with your wild die to try and fire off a shot. So you aced your wild die. But
But that doesn't
unfortunately,
explode for hitting?
it will explode for hitting.
Oh, okay.
But you rolled a 1 on your shooting die.
Oh, okay.
So that means that if you miss this shot, there is a chance that it will hit Fuller instead of who you're trying to shoot. See what you did? I assume this is your fault for some reason.
Absolutely, it's my fault.
I don't
That chili's
want to.
really good,
I
though.
don't want to hit Fuller, so.
You're probably
Oh.
fine. You aced your roll. You might want to wait
Oh,
and see
okay.
if what you rolled with that wild die. So you get to re-roll your wild die
All right.
since you rolled a 6.
That was a 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're not gonna be in any danger of missing.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
your bullet goes with unerring accuracy
you
right
curve
at
it.
the shortest one.
Right.
So you're going to add a d6 to your damage die as well. So look at your peacemakers. They
Yep.
should have a damage rating.
2d6 plus a d4.
Wow.
Okay, so
So-
2d6. It's going to be 3d6
3d6
plus a d4.
and a d4.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's see what happens.
Probably a shitload of damage.
That
14
ace.
Oh, damn. Okay, so does this explode
It does.
also?
Yeah.
Okay, so for 18,
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay.
Even.
So you, with almost
She gets so much damage.
with almost supernatural accuracy,
How many bullets?
you fire off a shot that just blows a hole in the middle of the shortest one, and it goes crumpling to the ground. But you also, at this point, see its head go snapping up on what looks like a weird trunk-like neck as
Oh.
it crumples to the ground. And Fuller gets unceremoniously dropped at that point because there's now not enough of them supporting him. Did you want to move, Gabriella?
Yeah, I mean, I'll move forward. Yeah, I'll move up slightly, like maybe, can I reach like right there?
Right there, by Shady Doug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get that far?
Hand in your card. You can.
Which card? This card,
That
right?
card. All right. You're up next. Plays with fire.
Can does it make sense if I were to maybe ride my horse up to one of these and just tomahawk them?
You could do that. You're gonna have to make a riding roll in order to attack from the back of your horse. But I think you have some pretty good riding.
I do.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to do
Yeah,
that.
do that. I think that's how we haven't really come up with that situation yet so far. So I'm just gonna say you're gonna make a riding roll. So you're just gonna run on your horse. You're gonna go running up to him. Hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So your horse actually cannot go that far in this
Okay,
round.
then
well, hold on. You can.
Okay.
So you have the run action, which you can use. So you're gonna roll an extra die and add that to your pace.
Okay.
But if you do that, you're gonna be at a -2 to any other actions
I'm just
you
gonna
take
shoot
in
him
this
with
round.
my arrows.
You're gonna shoot with your bow and arrow?
I'm just gonna shoot him with
Okay.
my arrow.
Cool. It's going to be a little bit outside of your normal range, though, so you're going to be at a -3 to hit with your arrow, unless you move up first.
Yeah, I'll move up a little.
Okay.
first.
Say when.
Okay.
You're good? Okay. So you're still going to be at, we're going to put you at a -2, just because you're shooting from horseback and the light's still pretty dim. But you got a good shot. Make your shoot and roll.
Ooh.
You're going to want to probably re-roll that. Curse Spanish Gold. Thank you much. Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't let that stand.
Oh.
Don't keep it. That was critical failure.
Okay.
There you go. Aced it.
Wow.
Wobble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 12. 14. All right. That is enough to hit with a raise. So what is your damage for your bow and arrow?
2d6.
2d6, so you're going to make it 3d6 because you hit with a raise.
I have another d6, please.
You want to use one of these ones, or do you want a newie?
Yeah, doesn't matter. D6. Gah.
Now, you can re-roll damage rolls because chat unlocked that for you. So if you'd like, you could re-roll that damage. You don't have to.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
like,
that's-
some of us, are really good at killing them in one hit, but
You want to keep it? You rolled a 7, right?
A couple of us.
So even if you re-roll, you can keep the highest of the two.
All right. I'm just sorry I'm using everything on the table, guys.
It's okay. It's all still on the table.
So
That's a
so
9.
9.
Okay.
9.
So you fire. Which one were you shooting at? This one?
Yeah.
So you go riding up on Warrior and you pull back your bowstring and loose an arrow, and it goes unerringly right for its heart,
Nice.
and strikes it.
That's where I was aiming.
Yeah, and the thing kind of staggers back for a second and then stands right back up. So it is shaken, but it is not wounded.
Bastard.
Wow.
I thought you said these weren't zombies.
Hand in your cuff.
they ain't no zombies.
Doc Lightning.
So, if I wanted to ride my horse,
Uh-huh.
actually ride my horse up and get all the way to here and try and shoot with my Millstone's etheric static compressor.
How many squares is that from where you are to where you want to be?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Now, a healthy horse's pace is 10 squares.
Oh.
But Bolt
She knows what to do when
ain't
it
exactly a
matters.
healthy horse.
Night Steed.
Thank you very much for the donation, Nightsteed. You're gonna have to roll really well on your. Basically, Bolt has your pace. She can move 6 squares, and she rolls a running die of 6 because she's old and infirm.
Okay. Say that. No, she can only go 6.
She can go 6, and then you can roll a run die to go up to 6 more.
I mean, I pretty much have to get all the way there to be able to use that without her shooting him. Yep. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is her pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it, but I won't use my awesome gun.
Wait, was that? You won't. Yeah, you won't be able to get.
I know I won't be able to get that far. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to use my net instead on this. On actually both of them if I can, but I don't have to get as close.
What is your net called? Your little gadget
I
that
wrote
you
it down.
created?
Millstone's boot grabber.
Millstone's boot grabber. Okay, you're gonna run up and try and utilize your little gadget
My
that
net.
you hammered out while you guys were riding on the trail earlier.
What do
Okay,
you think I wanted those bottles for?
so you're gonna be at a -2 to do that
Don't
because
think
you're
about it.
running with Bolt.
Okay, -2 to
So
do.
first, make your run roll with Bolt.
So what do I do to do that? I've never actually made a run roll.
You're gonna roll a d6 and add it to your total.
I just roll a d6.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is your run die. 5, so you can move 11 squares.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
She's just laughing as she passes you. Haha, see?
And then you are at a -2 to activate Millstone's boot grabbers.
Okay, so the way I do that is weird science?
Yeah.
Okay. Four.
-2.
So I'm at a -2.
Yeah. It's going to be a failure.
I want to add a. Want to re-roll or I want to add a d6.
You want to add a d6? Okay. I'll take this red fate chip.
Well, that puts me at a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
A 4 is enough to succeed.
I
And
wanna
hey
use
guys,
4 power.
Nightsteed wants 3 pieces of cursed Spanish gold here for the table.
Nice.
Thank you, Nightsteed.
I want to do the. I want to cast it as a medium template. So
Okay.
I'm using 4 power points.
Okay. So 4 of its power points get used up.
Right,
It has
does it-
10.
It has 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you
That's what I
activate
wanna
it.
do.
What happens? How does Millstone's boot grabber function? Dog
Well,
lightning.
I imagine it's a net, and then once it lands here, it's actually electrified, and it just like zaps and holds on to everything, so it kind of holds into the ground that way.
Now, does that include Fuller? Do you have enough range to not catch him in that net?
I should at this point because it's my. I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I
okay.
could
Yeah, you're good.
drop it down right there.
Okay. So make your. You rolled a 4 for it, right? Now they have to roll what against you?
Hold on, let me find where it went. They have to roll.
Complicated mad scientists.
All around. Agility. Hold on.
Agility?
Hold on. Yeah.
I would
Agility.
like some more chili.
More chili. You know what? I'll have some more chili too.
More chili.
While you're doing chili hotter uppers. Agility?
I want a little. Yeah, it's agility.
Hold on, we're gonna
Me
start a chili
too.
train here real quick, guys, because this chili is mighty fine.
Right.
Is everybody else gonna get some more chili?
I'm getting some for.
Chili for Sun Growler.
Please, no, please.
Hold on. What?
What
is this?
He
Last
had his
in,
hand
first out? Is that how this works?
up. I got something special for you.
You gonna spit in my chili, Ben?
It's not spit. It's cursed Spanish chili.
Oh. The curse is they're spitting it. Agility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Agility. I said that.
They make it.
Well, success indicates partial restraint, so the target suffers a -2 penalty to pace and skills linked to agility and strength.
Okay. What was a failure? So Doc's Millstone's boot grabbers
So it
goes
didn't work?
sailing over their head and lights up real nice on the street behind them.
I'm mostly excited about how fast Bolt was.
I
so-
love the visual that if you're like riding, ha 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 ha, ha, and you throw it too far.
Look at that, you guys! Did you see it?
Bit overzealous there,
Ah,
Doc.
crap.
Hand in your
No
card.
one saw.
Thank you kindly. All right. Now
Could I
it's
have a
these
little chili?
strangers bits.
Just a little. Oh,
Can I have that die back,
that's
please?
all right, thanks.
I didn't know where that came from.
Thank you. All right. So this one is shaken. He's going to roll to unshake. So he's going to roll. Spirit.
This is you.
Oh, that's not super good.
Perfect.
But he does get a +2 to this. Ooh, that aced.
Oh.
Can I have that again? Thank you. 5 + 2 is a 7. So He kind of seems to shake off the arrow sticking out of his chest a bit. And they both look down the street. Or now that you're closer, you see they're not really looking down the street. They're just sort of pointed your direction because their heads are not on top of their bodies, but rather flopping on their backs.
Super gross.
But they come up to you all the same.
Do they look at us from behind? Like,
Yeah.
where are they facing?
They like walk
Front body,
backwards
back
so that
body?
they can like see us.
They drop fuller.
Thank you.
This one's going to try and take a swipe at you
Hey,
up on Bolt
Before
there.
he does that,
What?
I want to stand together. So
Okay.
my hero on any adjacent allies gain +2 parry and toughness. Allies who move into contact
Ooh.
after this card is played also gain that bonus.
That is a really good play right now. So Gabriella and you have +2 parry and toughness, and anyone else who moves next to Doc Lightning is going to be emboldened. You guys have group tactics. You've been doing this for long enough. She rode up and heroically overshot them with Millstone's boot grabbers, and you guys have been
I'm
just rallied by
In
that.
my head, somehow, it's more than Bolt farted.
And like jolted you just too much forward.
Somehow.
That's definitely what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt is incontinent.
+2 parry and +2 toughness, you said?
Yes. So this one's going to try and take a swipe at you, Doc. Ooh, that's not super good. I'm going to spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold here to reroll
No.
You jerk.
that. Also not great. I'm going to spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold there to reroll that. I can do better than that.
I'm sorry I gave him so much
I'm going to
gold.
spend a piece of cursed
He's
Spanish gold.
wasting it all.
It was me. Oh, that'll do nice.
Bandana Man.
Bandana Man, thank you for the donation. 7. What is your parry?
My parry is. Where's my parry?
It's Katie.
There it is. It's a 6 now.
Your
with
parry's
my
a
+2.
6. So not quite high enough to avoid that. So it swipes up at you. And its nails, you notice, are dirty.
Was the short one a little like a child?
The short one was rather childlike.
Should have killed him.
That's why I
Should have
did.
dismembered them.
That's why I did. Shoot it.
All right,
Blasted a hole in it.
so it swipes at
Did I
you.
kill a couple?
You did, please, yes. He
What's your
killed the
toughness?
Van Buren.
Yeah, you killed the Van Buren Van Burens. 5? All right, so it swipes at you and just opens a gash on the front of your jacket. It doesn't cut deeply into you, but it does kind of shake you. So you are now shaken. Oh, you're shaken. You're shaken. All right, if I can have that back. The other one takes a swipe at you, Gabriella. I'm gonna spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that. That there. Yeah, I'll take
Ow.
that. 11. What is your parry?
My parry is 8.
8. So that is a hit, but not with a raise on account of everybody standing together.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, a 7.
A 7.
That
So
does that change it?
That is a hit with a raise
Yeah.
then.
Oh.
Okay, so it adds an extra d6 to its damage roll. I'm gonna, since we did unlock Blood and Guts and everybody can re-roll damage rolls and stuff,
Oh.
I'm gonna add a d6 to this damage roll.
Oh, you get that too.
I do. Oh, whoops! Spoiler alert. Should I have said that ahead of
You
time?
should have, you jerk.
It's okay. I just added a 1. That's a 6. What is your toughness?
Okay, I have +2, so it is a 7.
It is a 7. So it swipes at you and it just kind of paws ineffectively against the clothing of your duster. It does
Nice
not
try.
actually make a stand. a
Samuel
really
or
substantial
Lonnie,
hit.
I assume.
Oh, this guy's old. It's Samuel.
Try mine.
What is happening? All right,
Wait, that's Sam Smith?
Yeah, that's Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Hell of a singer.
That's the end of the round. Start of a new round. Plays with fire. 2 of clubs.
Uh-oh.
King of diamonds.
Ooh.
Doc, 9 of diamonds. Shady Doug, 8 of clubs.
All right.
The dead strangers.
Sounded like you said something different.
Okay. You want to elaborate on that, or?
Shitty Doug.
There you go, Shady Doug.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'm the immature one.
everyone raise a glass, real
Oh,
quick, in the midst of this.
Where's the
in the
where's
midst of this combat.
Malibu?
Malibu?
I'm okay with the Malibu right now.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long, does it?
Wait, is a chili toast supposed to be with chili? Slightly below. Thank you for the follow.
Unfortunately, we have no more chili.
Well, everyone, if you do have chili, raise a spoonful. If you don't, raise a glass. We don't have to clink our spoons together.
Gross.
This is a chili toast from Bandana Man.
Don't we, though?
Chili toast.
Never drinking on an empty stomach. Never drinking on an empty stomach. Set them up. Oh no.
God, this reminds me of my 19 years.
Not too far down though, because we have a
19-year-old
regular
Ben.
toast now. Now we have a regular toast.
Wait, what?
Also from
Perfect.
Bandana Man.
Okay.
You're right. I would have died.
Go for half and
See?
half.
I tried to warn you.
Man, I'm gonna like being on wild cards.
Yeah. Does everybody have these
You're
set
gonna
up?
be fine. The
Got
rest
them
of
set
us-
up? Got them set up? Set them up?
What is mine?
Are you mixing a cocktail?
Yep. Yep.
Shitty Doug. To high strangeness.
To
To high strangeness. Set them up, knock them down. All right, we start with
cough syrup.
Gabriella. Gabriella, you're
You
up.
mix it with a soda. It's actually.
Well,
It's not bad.
You got Sam Smith all up on you.
he's all
He wants you
up
to
on me.
stay with him.
And I'm like, you know what? You were going after my man, and I'm feeling vengeful about it.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about it,
I'm
Gabriella?
gonna
What
take
you
out
gonna
my
do?
Bowie knife.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
That's Bowie.
Now if you
Is that a bad idea?
no, it's a Bowie knife. If you pull your pull your knife,
Whatever.
There's no
Oh,
if you pull your
What?
knife, you're gonna be at a -2 for drawing a weapon
that's how you hold it,
to,
right?
to go and slash at him.
All right.
Just so you know. Well, sorry, I'm burping a lot because I just took two shots of Coke.
Yeah. Should have cut it with some Malibu.
You should have.
Should
Or
have more chili.
yeah.
So do you want to draw your knife?
So okay. So sorry.
So here's the thing. If you try and shoot them right now,
yeah.
you're not going to be trying to get a 4, which is what you ordinarily need to get to shoot. You're going to be trying to get their parry, since they're right up in melee with you. You're going to
Right.
have to be trying to get through their
Yeah.
defense.
Which is why I figured the knife.
you draw a
maybe was
knife-
better.
If you draw a knife, you're going to be at a -2 to try and hit them because it is an action to draw a weapon.
Oh, so
and
it
then another
puts
action
me
to
a little
attack.
Okay. I mean, I already had my gun out,
You did.
so I guess I'll just try to shoot it.
Shitty Doug,
Yeah.
which is what I'm going to call you from now on exclusively. Will you make
Yeah,
a knowledge
yeah,
occult roll for me?
Of course.
That's Mary and Scarlet.
So that's.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And that explodes. So that's.
Now, while these look a bit unusual to you, they do appear to be the Walking Dead. And you do know that if you shoot them in the brain, you can
Yeah.
completely disable them. You deal catastrophic damage to them that way. So it might be kind of hard to do because their heads are dangling on the backs of their torsos.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't having a whole lot of problems with them right now. But you know, just keep that in your back pocket, Shitty Doug.
Okay. All right.
You want to shoot him?
I'm gonna try to shoot him.
All right, make your shot. Make a
Okay.
shoot and roll, and roll your wild die as well.
I'm gonna shoot
I
and
just
roll.
keep thinking of Land of the Dead. There's that really shitty zombie, like the CG zombie, with like it's like, is it not? And then it like flips around and bites a guy.
Oh yeah.
That movie
Gross.
was terrible.
Ooh, yeah, don't keep that. Don't keep that. That's a 1 on your shooting die.
Had Simon
Should I
Pegg.
use one of these?
Yeah.
Or one of these?
And Edgar Wright.
You got a lot of
Table.
fate chips now.
And John
Table.
Leguizamo.
You could use a fate chip.
Big Daddy?
You rolling it?
Yep. I made one of, you know, we gotta do this.
It's my better,
It's a little bit better.
but not quite enough.
Not quite enough. What is the deal with this again?
You can add a d6 to any roll, but when you
But
do,
then
I
you
get it.
also get a d6?
Yeah, correct. Or you could just use a piece of cursed Spanish gold and just give it to me normal like.
Yeah, but then you get to use that too.
I was just saying.
Ugh. This game is just so complicated. Not really. Guys, thoughts? What am I trying to do again? I have to get its parry.
Y'all
Yeah.
should shoot him.
But
And
I
I'll
mean,
give you
it's
this for
like-
free. Its parry's a 5, so
It's-
you're so close.
It's like a loose neck. How much could its parry be?
I mean,
Just re-roll.
try re-rolling it.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Take one of those.
I'm quite a gambling man. I'll say what I want.
You're saying take a chance?
Yeah.
That's not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. It's not helping me. It's not helping me.
If it were up to me, I would ask the devil to help.
Well, you know, everybody else is
Do it, yeah,
burning
use it up
through
just like
these.
everyone else.
Everybody's burning through them.
Oh,
my gosh,
God.
that's a 4 and a 2 again. That's weird. I don't think
nuts.
it's gonna happen.
It doesn't feel
Gabriella.
like it's gonna happen.
Oh, adding a d6 to
There
it.
you go.
There we
Oh.
go.
Now that's enough to get through with parry.
Yeah, it is.
Not with a raise, of course,
Son of a bitch.
but enough to get through. So roll your damage.
All right. I have to remember what my damage is.
You could be a mite disappointed by this damage roll if it's low.
If it is low, I might be a mite disappointed.
But you can re-roll damage.
That's true.
That is.
9, 10, 11.
Well, that's right. You get 2d6 plus 4,
You can
and yeah,
re-roll
and
those.
it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
It did ace.
Okay.
So you get to roll
So,
it again. You should get one of these guns.
14.
14?
peacemakers.
SA peacemakers.
What do you have?
I have a cold peacemaker.
Different kind. That's the SA peacemaker.
You want the SA peacemaker.
Yeah, because that done blew this zombie up.
Yeah.
Beer.
Don't
Oh,
mess
Sam.
with my man.
Hand in your card.
And
Unless
I-
you want to move. You want to move? You want to move over to your man?
I'm gonna check him.
Okay, now hold on. If
Wait.
you move past that
Oh,
zombie,
can I go next
sure.
to
you
him
can.
now?
You can ride up heroically onto the porch of the saloon.
I'm gonna.
Oh man, so cinematic and
Yep,
cool.
it's super cool what I just did. The
Covered in
ease
the
at which
viscera
I
of-
killed that dead old man was super cool.
I believe you're up next, Doc Lightning.
I am, and I gotta.
You gotta unshake. So
Bigger
make a spirit roll. See if you have the spirit to recover.
5.
5.
I do.
That's enough.
Okay, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I do this, will he get an attack of
Nope,
opportunity?
you're not moving away from
Okay, and then I want to fire at him.
him. Doc Millstone's etheric compressor.
No! Static compressor. You forgot
I'm
the,
sorry, static
the
compressor.
static part.
Okay.
You be wearing your goggles.
You need that.
Yeah, you're
eye
gonna want to put those on
Yeah,
before you
like
fire this.
Hold on. I gotta get it right. Okay.
So there's a backpack.
Nobody look!
There's a backpack that powers this thing that you're
Yeah.
wearing at all times.
All right.
So you pull it up from the saddle
But
in
I'm-
front of
I'm
you,
like a Ghostbuster.
and it
Everybody pulls their hat
it charges up, and you all know
Yeah.
what to do here. All right.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a mad science roll for this. This is just a
Don't?
shooting roll.
Oh, it's a shooting roll?
It is.
Okay. Fancy pants. Where is my shooting? Okay. Actually, I would rather it was on.
Well, it's not mad science. It's shooting.
Oops. Okay. I'll
Well,
take
you
it.
aced it.
I'll
Aced it again.
All right. that's
Holy
a
crap. So
13.
you're going to add a d6 to the damage. That's 2d10 plus a d6. So it goes spiraling up, and then it just jets out all of a sudden. A huge barrage of lightning just comes arcing out of it and blows through
It looks
the
a lot
front.
like this.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
Almost
am
exactly like that.
fascinated.
It looks just like that.
Thankfully, Shady Doug does wear his sunglasses at night. So
Ooh,
Because
good.
he's shady.
That's
What are
10.
sunglasses?
How much damage is that?
It's 10, but I
10
kind of
damage.
feeling like I want to re-roll it because
well, that's a
low damage for
it's a
2d10.
piece of glass that has been polarized.
2d10? Come on, that's
can do better.
Yeah, you can do better
I'm
with
gonna
do
2d10.
Watch me do better.
It's
All right. So you're hold on.
Block out
You're
some of the
re-rolling.
wavelengths.
I did better.
Yeah, you did better. You did better.
I
13?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
You know what was bad about 10? That would have just shaken it.
Yeah.
But 13, that
we,
done disintegrated it.
Yes.
We know 13 will do the trick.
Chew. All right.
Do that next to your mic.
Super fascinated.
If
by this.
And in the
combat-
deafening silence of that follows a blast from Millstone's etheric static compressor, you guys now have some dead bodies around the street in front of you, and one very confused Fuller. Turning your cards. Thank you kindly.
This is really interesting. Weren't these bodies dead before?
I thought you said these weren't undead.
What kind of science
I
is
said
this?
they weren't zombies.
What? What is happening? What is going on? What was that? You was throwing cards at people and you just done summoned the lightning storm.
Yeah, but that's mine. You can't steal it.
I ain't gonna.
Good.
Remember what I did?
No, sorry, I didn't rightly see it.
Can I check the bodies for like anything mechanical or electronic?
I would suggest before you go
We
poking
should
around,
stab them all in the head.
Yeah, stab them
idea.
in the head. In the brain, preferably, so they ain't gonna get back up.
All right.
Interesting.
So all of these corpses that looked like corpses before and still look like corpses have been horrifically mutilated by your attacks. You can definitely stab them in the head, but these guys are probably not going to be getting up anytime soon.
Should always make sure.
All right. So you do that.
Little
Oh
PSA.
gosh, that's gruesome. That's gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you do the little child just to make sure?
Just to make sure.
Save it for last. What is going? Oh no, Corona. What is going on?
That's what we're here to find out.
What? But these look like the folks that got hanged.
Did they burst through your saloon?
Well, they did. They came right in through the door, but I hadn't locked up quite yet. I was leaving a light on just in case any one of y'all decided to return in the evening, and I
Ain't that nice of him?
sitting up. I
real
had
sweet.
a extra plate of beans warmed up for just in case anybody
But
needed
did they
it.
break anything?
Well, no, they just burst in through the front door and came right for me and just grabbed me and started pulling me out onto the street, and then you all showed up.
I mean, would have been nice to see where they might have been taking him. No offense.
I
like,
think
like
we
we
know
know.
where they
Yeah.
were taking
I
it.
said we should burn that tree down. Then they wouldn't be able to take him anywhere.
My question is, if these is all the people that done got taken, then who done take them
Who
beforehand?
took the
The
first?
first.
Yeah.
Well, probably just another one of them, right? I mean,
That
Just
doesn't make
the
any
same.
sense.
well, there could be
You
more.
got
We don't
yourself
know
a
this is
chicken
all of
and
them.
an egg, you know, like which came first?
I guess we'll have to dig up the rest of the bodies.
Now hold on, y'all seem just quite all right with these dead folks getting up and walking around and trying to take people, good Christian single people, out of their establishments.
No,
and just
no. It's
Gimped ogre. Thank you for the
Thank you.
follow.
no. It's quite fascinating. It's not normal. It's
I mean, I'm
fascinating.
very curious about why this all happened.
All right. Well, I think I might need to go lie down for a
It's
bit.
probably for the best.
If you swoon, it's all right. I'll catch you.
That's mighty nice to know. Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
Did you do anything unusual today, Fuller?
No.
You left. Do you normally leave the light on?
Well, I mean, if I'm trying to get any guests or customers to come in, but I mean, ain't been much
In the
cause
la-
for that lately.
Yeah. So in the last 2 weeks, you ain't been leaving the light on.
Well, before the Van Buren and Van Borens was
But
taken,
after,
Motel 5.
not after, no.
yeah, I'm thinking that sort of drew them.
The light?
Yeah, it's the only. If I'm correct, I don't see too many lights on.
There are a few lights on
Okay.
around, but mostly in upper windows and
Okay.
everything.
But what about those fires that we lit by the tree? Nothing came
Yeah.
curiously wandering up with those fires.
This is all a bit much for me. I think I might retire for the evening. Y'all are welcome to the. I sleep in the back. It's my quarters. Y'all are welcome to the rooms upstairs if you want them. But
Well,
We could open the bodies.
I'm gonna.
I don't-
Okay,
I'll
if
be
you're
here
gonna
for
do
that.
that, I'm gonna go inside. I
don't-
can't stomach this.
I
And
don't
he
see
leaves.
much need for that.
Oh,
I mean,
he's of
Well,
a
we-
delicate disposition, isn't he?
he is. Well, we can learn about these. I mean, if nothing else.
I'm pretty sure they're just gonna be dead bodies. This doesn't seem like it's a scientific thing happening.
But most dead bodies don't get up and walk around.
Yes.
Is it
She's
still
right.
dark? Like
It is.
like dead of night dark?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back to that tree and put out all the fires and see what lays in the dark.
Everyone make a notice roll for me.
I totally notice everything.
All of it.
7.
7.
I'm gonna notice a little.
Oh.
Nice.
12.
You're so noticey.
So you're all talking and noticing things, and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you're kind of investigating these strange-looking bodies that now are almost unidentifiable on account of the traumatic damage been done to them. You, Gabriella, start to hear the rustling of leaves in the trees nearby, which doesn't faze you for a moment, but then you remember that there aren't any trees anywhere near the town of Eastman's Creek. Not this close, not as close as they sound right now. And as you're thinking that, you start to
Oh my God, it was a tree
see
the whole
something
time.
emerging out of the darkness from behind you. Now, it may look like a giant worm, but it is in fact the tree.
What?
The tree?
The tree comes crawling down the street on its roots, and it has new nooses hanging from its branches. And as it
Nooses.
rounds out, why, it has 4.
Oh!
And it rounds
What?
the corner and heads straight for you guys. We're back in combat.
What about your associates? They ain't got nooses too?
I don't know. I guess they
Blaze
can
with fire?
anger the tree.
Hey, Gabriella,
I'm getting a
Doc
sense
Lightning.
here.
Yes.
Shitty Doug, and the hanging tree.
Uh-oh.
All right, who's up first?
Me.
All right, Doc Lightning.
So. As soon
So
as-
you are all off your horses at this point for sure, and I imagine you probably tied them up like roundabouts here, up at a hitching post.
I think that Bolt tied herself up there. to
Bolt
be
probably has
entirely
wandered off into the night.
honest. Or that.
Bolt just fell asleep in the middle of the street.
Bolt is riding the tree.
So, probably. So, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
First of all, though, I need everybody to make a guts roll for me.
Oh.
So, you've never seen ambulatory tree, least of all one that seems to have one noose for each of you. So you're going to make a guts roll, and this is going to be at a -5.
I want to re-roll that.
You want to re-roll that? All right.
Crap.
All right, so you got a 0,
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Now,
-1. It doesn't go negative. You just totally failed it.
Yeah.
You can re-roll if you want. Now, guts is just you're probably going to suffer some sort of fright of some kind.
Oh, can I add a d6 to mine?
You can.
I
Just
don't
wait.
wanna.
does this not seem like something from the old ways?
No, this does not seem like something from the old ways.
No?
No. This seems far older than the old ways. Also a fail.
Yep.
Also a fail.
I ain't never seen
All
nothing
of us
like this.
pee our pants.
What's a fright gonna do? Because
Well, let's
I
see.
had a thought in mind.
Let's see. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You're gonna go first.
I'm
Okay.
a little man.
I've never actually gotten a chance to do this in our game because ain't nobody ever scared of nothing.
D20 charts. The only thing you use a D20
It's
for
pretty
is
much the
roll
only this one and incapacitation are the only
yeah.
D20 charts. I mean, there's a couple others, but these are the only ones you ever really use. Okay, so we're gonna add a 5 to whatever this roll is. You guys do not want it to be a 21 or more. This is for shitty Doug.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Reroll,
I'm gonna say for the purposes of this game, you guys can re-roll my my fear check rolls.
But we don't even know.
That's a heart attack.
Oh,
That's
God.
That's all of us have a heart attack?
You're
God.
that's potentially death right here in the streets, shitty Doug. Now we can keep it, and you can wait to see what happens. You may not die of a heart attack. You can.
I'm a gambling man. I don't want to be using up all our gold.
All right.
what?
You are overwhelmed with fear, and
my
your heart
gosh.
stutters. You are incapacitated, so you
Oh my God.
drop down to the ground, and I need you to make a vigor roll at a -2.
Oh, God.
5, 4, 3.
That is a failure.
Can I use this to
In fact, I would recommend it.
go?
Oh. Oh no.
I don't want to.
This is no good.
You might use. You want to maybe use that last piece of cursed Spanish gold there. There you go.
Okay.
Reroll both of those. Okay. You do not die. Instead, your heart skips a beat and you drop to the ground. You're completely incapacitated, but in one round, you're going to be able to see if you can unshake yourself.
I do declare I have the vapors.
You are shaken and incapacitated. Now, you're going to be able to unshake in one round, but you're not going to be able to resuscitate yourself unless someone does some resuscitating for you. All right, who wants to go next? Doc Lightning?
Fine. That.
That's a 20.
Uh-huh.
It's not a 21.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I'm not going to let you re-roll this. I'll let you re-roll the results of it. Oh, Bandana Man, thank you for the donation. The mark of fear. So you're shaken,
But I had a plan.
and you suffer a cosmetic physical alteration.
Oh.
So we'll say, well, yeah, actually, yeah, your hair turns shock white all of a sudden, and this is going to apply a permanent -1 to your charisma from here on.
I don't know. I would give it a
Jeez.
+1.
No, it
That
does
looked
not
way
look
cool.
good. Yeah, it looks bad.
Just
It's all wispy now.
more and more like Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Ah.
And you're also
Murray.
shaken.
But I feel
Mario.
like that
That's a
works
good
for
one.
you though.
Gabriella,
They are hung by a tree.
12.
Did you see the tree, Marty?
Whatever.
You are panicked. The only thing you can do on your turn is flee immediately in the other direction.
Okay.
although I believe that you get a chance to, hold on.
I am
double check
stubborn.
this.
Does that
Thank you for the
help?
donation, James V. Yeah, you're shaken,
Okay.
and you're also going to immediately, on your turn, move as far as you can, plus your run die in the other
Oh
direction.
my. Okay.
And then plays with fire. Can I have that?
I'm sorry.
Plays with fire?
1.
Oh.
That's a 6. You're just shaken. You're
Wow.
shaken by
What
this.
sorcery is that?
It's the old ways.
All right. Now we'll
Gabriella's
start the
just
rounds. So,
F this and run.
Shady Doug, you're up first. Hold on, real quick though. Bandana Man would like 3 pieces of cursed
no,
Spanish
no.
gold for the
Oh,
table.
yes, of course.
Nice.
James V would like to give the table 6 pieces of cursed Spanish gold.
Oh, thank you.
And we have unlocked the final donation, which means this will now influence the events of Wild Cards proper. So thank you very much, chat. You guys have
Wow.
stretched and reached yet again.
So if we don't kill this tree, it'll amble into your day.
Very
All
nice,
right,
very
all
nice.
right. Well done, chat. We'll drink to chat here in just a moment. But first, we got to deal with this tree, the hanging tree. What are you gonna do, Shitty Doug?
Yeah, I
So I want to unshaken myself.
You can't this round.
Yeah, so-
Actually, you're just gonna have to wait. This round
Yeah.
is lost. I forgot. You
Yeah,
are
I
completely
can't do
incapacitated.
I had a little bit of a heart
A
attack.
little
I had
bit.
myself a monologue
Yeah, the
fright
little,
there.
yeah,
did.
a little bit, little
I'm
flutter.
gonna try to unshake.
You're gonna try to unshake.
Oh, damn.
You don't have to re-roll that. You
Real
unshake.
hard.
Yeah, you unshake.
And then 2
Does a
4s,
22
and
unshake?
It does.
Does that work?
Okay,
All right, you are unshaken.
she's gonna yell. Oh, I got this. She's gonna,
And her hair is now crazy wispy
Yeah.
white.
She's
Oh.
yeah, she's telling everyone. And
She
she's,
looks a bit wild-eyed.
She's real overconfident.
That's true, she is.
So I can go 6, and I want to
And she's gonna run at
Do
it.
you have a,
shoot it.
yeah, do you have a fire gun?
Millstone's
this is-
etheric status compressor.
No, it's my electric gun.
Make your shooting roll.
I mean,
Is it-
electricity causes
I mean, this
fires.
is like in Ghostbusters. Like you're just.
Hold on though, guys. The
Pull
hanging
out.
tree, that's a wild card. So let me just go ahead
Ah,
and.
what a jerk.
All right.
Okay, so it's my shooting roll.
It is your shooting roll.
That's a sad day because my
And it's also going to use up power points too, so keep track of that.
oh right.
like Microsoft PowerPoint.
It's going to use up Microsoft power points.
Clippy shows up. Hey, I hear you're finding a demonic tree.
I can help you with that.
Need
Go
any help
away,
with that?
Clippy.
I mean, it's a 4. It's a shooting roll, right? So that hits.
That is enough to hit. You're actually going to add a +2 to all your attack rolls when attacking this tree because it is a very
It's
large
huge.
tree. It's hard
well,
to
even
miss.
better.
So you hit. Roll damage.
But he's to have
Get
a heart
back to-
attack.
That's a 2d10, right?
So again, she pulls out her giant 2-handed etheric compressor and it starts to spiral up.
yeah,
2d10.
that part's gigantic, but this part. 11.
11. So you fire off a blast of lightning right at it, and it arcs up the tree and seems to just pass into the ground with no effect.
It's as if it's grounded.
What?
It's not as if it's, I mean, it is grounded, and I did use science there in a way that might seem like that wouldn't ever be able to damage it, which is not true. It just didn't damage it this time. Don't use too much science. Don't
Wait.
use too much science.
I want to reroll
Life
my
pro
damage.
tip.
Remember,
Wait,
kids,
you're
science is a lie.
I feel like that's
okay to
the
use a little
current
bit of science.
administration's
Yeah.
mantra.
No, because they don't even
You're
use a
gonna
little
re-roll
bit.
your damage die.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I get to keep the higher.
That's
anyway.
correct.
Yep. Okay.
Keep that other one?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
What do you say in response to this, Doc Lightning?
God damn it!
I'll take it. Hand in your card.
Confound it.
You're up next, Gabriella.
Oh.
Roll your run die,
Right.
which is a d6.
Just a d6,
Mhm.
just one d6. Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
It doesn't ace. You are going to run 12 spaces in the opposite direction of the tree.
Perfect.
But you can also try and make a roll to unshake.
Okay.
Way down there.
Could she also
And-
just like run into the house and like just
No,
go to
it is
Opposite
specifically
direction.
as far as you can away in the opposite direction.
And then to unshake, I roll.
You're gonna make a spirit roll. So you're just gonna
Okay.
roll your spirit.
All
I'd be
right.
so
And
good
I
at
still
that
do you still
if I
do
weren't
bonus
having a heart
dice
attack
on
right
those?
now.
Need it sticky.
Okay. 4.
That is a success. So you do unshake. So next turn you'll be
Alright.
able to do something more, but this turn that's all you got. Hand in your card. You're done panicked by the side of the hanging tree.
I was.
the hanging tree's turn.
You know, I mean, I'm wanted. I see a tree with nooses hanging on over it coming at me. I don't mess with that.
That's totally
Makes
true.
sense.
That's totally
I'm from
true.
Nolans, so that gives me quite a fright.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit of house clean in here. Just, oh no.
Ruh-roh.
Just makes
So it's going to
it
move up
worse.
to there. And its branches start to sway in the breeze, and the nooses start to swing on it. And one noose elongates and goes shooting for your face, Doc Lightning.
Laugh at it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Both the Japanese version and the American version.
Oh.
So that one
Oh,
aced.
come on.
So that's a 7, which is going to hit because it's a throwing roll.
Hey, do I still have my, I mean, it said it didn't go away until a Joker came up. Or is it just for that round? Whatever the card was, I don't remember.
I think the card was just for that fight.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just for that fight.
Damn.
So it tightens around your neck and yanks you up into the air on the branch. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a called shot at a -4. So what did I say? I rolled a 7. So that's not enough. However, I'm gonna add a D6 to
Don't do
that.
that.
I'm just gonna add a D6 to it. I mean, I'd be crazy not to.
Would you?
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's a 7.
That'll hit. Pulls you up into the air. And yeah, you are now being strangled to death.
Oh, great. Good. Fun.
On the okay.
You're now hanging from the tree. That was the tree's turn.
So was it the noose that she's now being strangled by?
Yeah,
The noose?
yeah. All right, you're up. Plays with fire.
Cool. How do I unshake?
Make a spirit roll.
What?
Nice.
You ace. So yeah, you're gonna make it.
Okay.
So you are unshaken. Well done.
All right. Explain the cold shot.
Okay, so a called shot is you're trying to hit a vital place. So ordinarily on this giant tree, there would be no spot that would make sense to hit. However, yeah, don't worry about that right now. However, you could make a called shot at a -6 to try and hit the noose that is
Yeah, that's what I
holding Doc
want.
Lightning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
So if you can shoot at a -6 with your bow and arrow, you can drop her from that noose.
Jump up on the news.
At a -6?
A -6. Now you do have some fate chips, and you do have some cursed Spanish gold, so that is in your favor a little bit more.
So how do I add? Like I want to do something. I want to add a D6.
So you would make your roll, and then you would spend one of these fate chips to add a d6 to it if you wanted to.
Okay.
So you're going to shoot a bow and arrow and try and drop her from the noose?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Reroll that.
Be better.
That's better.
That's an
That
8. That
ace.
aced.
All
Roll
right.
again.
Yep, so hit it again.
Nice.
15 minus 6, which is a 9, which is enough to hit it.
All right.
So you loose an arrow, and it goes slicing through the air and right through the noose and drops you to the ground. You're fine. You're just on the ground right next to the tree. Do you want to move?
Are you still laughing?
Yeah, I'd like to get out of. I'd like to get out of distance from
Okay.
Lucy over here.
So you can move up to your.
What would?
I'm gonna let you know, since it's so big and it's got very long branches. It has a reach of 4 squares.
Okay.
So if you move back now, it's gonna get a free swipe at you.
But I would say get as far away from your unconscious heart attack having companion.
Actually, does anyone have healing?
I don't.
I do.
Mandalorian Potato, thank you for the follow. You have healing?
Yes.
Does anyone else have the healing skill?
Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. So you guys can attempt to help bring him back to consciousness, but you don't have healing, so you're going to make the roll untrained. So your skill roll for that is going to be a d4 minus 2.
Ooh.
And a critical failure on that will probably kill him.
Uh-huh.
Can I repair him instead?
You cannot. He is not an automaton. So where are you going? You're going to stay where you are?
So if I move at all.
If you move out of melee range with it, so if you try to retreat, it'll hit you. You can stay within 4 squares of it and just kind of reposition.
Yeah, I want to move closer to my heart attack looking friend.
Just right there. Do you want to interpose yourself between him and?
Yeah. Okay.
That's really heroic of you.
Thank you.
You know what?
Did everyone see my good deed? Like,
Have a fate chip, because that's such a heroic move.
hey.
Much hero.
Is this a good one or a bad one?
It's okay.
He gets it. He uses it.
All right, hand in your card.
All right.
That's fine, guys. There's only 3 nooses left on the tree now. There's 4 of you.
That's better.
4 of us all in fighting shape.
All of you. Tip-top fighting shape. There's
I mean,
a 3 of
kind
clubs.
of makes sense.
And a 9 of clubs for the hanging tree. All right. Gabriella, you are up first. So you come to your senses, and you realize you have just fled down the
right
street
there.
and left your friends to fend for themselves. You turn back just in time to see Doc Lightning get hung up by her neck and Plays with Fire shoot her down and stand heroically between the tree and your fallen comrade, Shitty Doug. What are you going to do, Gabriella?
Okay.
How is Doug?
So
Not good. He had a heart attack.
It's a apt
He's
name.
real shitty.
So it's apt. It's ironic. It's not ironic.
Okay. Isn't it ironic? So I'm 21 squares away, which is medium range.
You can move 6 squares for free and then still take a shot at no penalty. If you want to
Okay.
move closer, you're going to have to roll your run die.
And that puts me
15.
at...
Which I think is still medium range.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Because 12 is
So your
short
shot's going to
range.
be at a -2 from this distance, but you're at a +2 to hit the tree, so it's
It's
effectively it's even.
Okay. All right.
Shoot
All right. So
That's a 6. That's enough to hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. Ha.
6.
6 damage.
So you fire off a shot, and it strikes unerringly into the tree and just plunks into the bark of it.
Was it actually an 8 because the +2 hit the tree?
No, she's not at a +2 because she's at a -2, so it just kind of cancels it out. Her range puts her too far away. And it just sort of
Chips
sticks
some
into the bark of the tree
bark away.
and does nothing.
All right, thanks
Hand
for
in your card.
taking one of my bullets, you turd tree.
Now, how many bullets have you fired at the zombies and the tree?
Let's see.
Third, I think.
I
Just
think
mark
that
a
is my
tally for every
third.
bullet you fire. I think that was your third.
Yeah.
Because once you fire 6, you're going to have to reload your gun.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Doc Lightning.
Right, I don't give that to you yet. I'm gonna shoot it at it again. You jerk tree!
Now you're like right next to it.
From right
so-
next to it,
Yeah.
you're going to have to hit its parry.
What? So if I took a step back, would it?
You're at a +2 to hit it, though. It's still really big.
All right.
It's a tree.
But I have to hit its parry.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll try.
Matthew? I'm just gonna
Hit its Chandler Bing.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What'd you roll?
Chenandler.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
But at a +2.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
still trying to
Sorry.
hit its
Yeah,
parry.
no, yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough. You're right.
Oh,
Good
there
call.
we go.
Good on you. Oh,
Mrs. Chin.
9?
7. Yeah, no.
That's enough to hit it.
Hit it.
I love those goggles because they remind me of like the ones that dogs wear when they're riding motorcycles.
Doggles.
Goggles.
10 damage? Go ahead and mark off 2 power points from that, because again, lightning goes arcing up and down the tree and just harmlessly down into the
I
air.
want to try.
Oh, you're gonna re-roll your damage.
I want to try.
Okay.
Come on. Give me something. 12.
12. Same result.
I would have to. I'm trying to figure out what its stupid toughness is.
Light an arrow on fire.
Yeah,
Burn
I
it.
mean, that's all I'm thinking. Is
We have
like,
to hit a particular number. We're not hitting
Or
a number.
you hit it with fire. 'Cause
Maybe-
it's made of wood.
Yeah, it is a wooden. Oh, is that? Yeah, give me that. What the hell?
Oh, that's
Shunk.
like a lot better.
But I'm shooting it with
Yeah.
electricity.
There we go.
That's definitely more evil
Is that,
tree.
is that a cockatrice?
Nope, it's an evil hanging tree. Turn in your. No, it's a hanging tree, you guys. That's the end of the discussion.
That's a
Turn in
scary
your card.
hanging tree.
But it's a hanging.
Hanging tree.
Mark off your 2 points for firing that. Who's up next?
Zion.
Plays with fire.
Is there any fire anywhere around?
There is not. But you do have flint and steel, do you not?
Excuse me while I make. Oh, I could just. Ooh, can I fashion a striker?
What do you have a melee weapon? You have a tomahawk,
yeah,
right?
a tomahawk.
Let's
I could
see.
do right next to it and just.
That's going to be real hard to do. I'm going to say if you want to spend this turn ripping some fabric off of something and fashioning a really quick makeshift torch out of your tomahawk so that you can light your tomahawk on fire and be attacking with a flaming tomahawk.
Fuck, that sounds cool.
Does sound cool.
It does sound cool.
The other question I have is, did that noose grow back that I shot down? Is the noose gone?
It has 3 nooses right now.
It has 3 nooses.
It has 3 nooses right now.
Right now.
Right now it has 3
It has
nooses.
3 nooses.
Let's take it
Also,
down
I'm
before that
having a
noose
heart
grows
attack.
back.
And he's having a
There's literally nothing I can do for you.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the turn like making sure he's okay.
He's fine.
But I'm like
He's still breathing.
I'm like I'd like to tear some clothing off of him.
You tear a strip of clothing off his fancy suit
No.
You don't need this.
and wrap it around your tomahawk.
He's gonna be so
I have only
mad.
buckskin on, and we know that buckskin does not.
And you know he's a messy drinker, so when he was drinking that whiskey earlier, he
Oh,
was
it's
spilling it
so
all over
washing
his
it.
It's
vest.
soaked.
So this is now a fuel-soaked
Yeah.
tomahawk torch.
Yeah.
So next turn
Mumbling
you can light it.
from semi-consciousness.
The noose grows back.
Ah!
So now it has 4 nooses again. It just kind
See,
of
I'm glad that I
unfurls
didn't-
like a shoot.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste
And the
it.
tree.
The martial ideas.
No, it's right there. It does it, and it starts
It's
to
right there.
starts to vibrate and its leaves shake, and it brings a branch down and just lashes out at both you and Doc with
Great.
one sweep.
I dodge.
To you. To you.
My parry's a 12.
All right, this is against both of you.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Or actually, no, this is an attack against. So this is against you. Plays with fire.
I parry.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that.
Critical fail.
I'm gonna re-roll that too. I can do better.
Can you?
Ah,
I can.
I parry.
Damn it.
Mama.
I parry.
So that's an 8. What's your parry? It's a 6. All right, so it's gonna hit you. This is against you, Doc Lightning.
oh.
Was that a 4 that you just held up with it? It hits
That
you
was
as
just
well.
a high.
It hits you as well. All right, so it's gonna roll damage. It's gonna do the same amount of damage to both of you. Oh crap!
What?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna do a ridiculous amount of
3
damage.
20-sided die.
9 damage. So what is your toughness?
My toughness is a 6.
Okay, so you are shaken. Plays with fire. It strikes you. You spring back in time to not take the full brunt of its attack, but you still are off balance. And Doc, what's your toughness?
Mine is 5.
Can I make him?
Yours is
wait,
5?
But we can make him re-roll, right?
No. Yeah, it don't work that way. Yours is a 5, so that's a hit with a raise. So you are shaken and wounded.
Oh,
All right,
no.
well, if I'm wounded, wait, well, hold on.
What?
Explain to me, does this play up to your hero?
You did say, for the purposes of this one shot, that they could make you reroll.
They could re-roll that fright die.
Can I make him hit himself?
No, you can't make him hit himself. You can make him hit Shitty Doug.
This card
True.
says,
Could have
Yeah.
that happen.
play after your
I
hero
feel really
sustains.
bad. Like, what's the point of me to protect him?
Wait, hold on. What is it?
Play after your hero sustains at least 1 wound.
Okay.
His attacks cause +2 damage for the remainder of the scene. My question is, if I soak that wound, do I still get to use this?
No. So take your wound or soak it.
Take your wound
I'm
and
gonna
soak it.
You're gonna soak
I
it?
don't want the negatives. It's not worth it. It's not worth it if I can't hit him.
You have a +2 to hit the tree.
If you want to make that thing dodge out of the way. and
Okay.
It didn't hurt
So
me,
she's
I'm
gonna
just
try and
shaking.
soak a wound. So you're gonna make a vigor roll. You're spending your fate chip and making a vigor roll. You just gotta get 1 success to soak this wound. Yep, you nailed it. Okay. So you're fine. You're fine.
She totally soaked that wound.
Stop.
So it hits you, but you stand your ground, Doc Lightning, and your wispy white hair goes blowing in the wind as it hits you and doesn't
really
knock you
great.
back.
No, it doesn't.
It's kind of
Just
scary.
glare at it.
It's
looks a little
negative 1
disturbing.
Care, isn't it?
All right.
My
For
colleagues
my
like it.
turn. Here you go.
You may unshake.
Oh.
So make a spirit roll.
Make sure.
Come on,
Oh,
Shitty Doug.
spirit, you say? Oh, I got spirit. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. You unshake. You are no longer shaken, Shitty Doug. You are still
Having a heart
incapacitated.
attack.
Someone's gonna have to try and make a healing check on you to bring you back to
Can he
consciousness.
heal myself?
He cannot. He is not a physician. All right. Is that the
My
end of the
dad,
round?
my daddy wanted me to be a doctor, but I was too entranced by the ways of.
Too much. Oh,
Oh,
you don't want that.
oh,
You
oh.
send that right back. That's a
Oh.
2.
Get that out of
No,
here.
thank you, sir. That's a 5. You don't want
Mm-mm,
that.
don't want
Mm-mm,
it.
Not that. There you go. The 7, though. Doc Lightning,
That's 7 dough.
Shitty Doug, and a tree.
Ooh.
All right. You're up. Plays with fire. You gotta unshake first.
I gotta unshake.
So make a vigor roll. I'm sorry, spirit roll.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Hang on.
You unshake. You don't have to worry about re-rolling that. You get no bonus from getting a raise on it. What are you gonna do, Plays with Fire?
I'd like to light my tomahawk on fire.
You may light your tomahawk on fire, and then you can attack this round as well for a -2, but you get a +2 to hit it, so functionally it's the same thing.
All right. So I'm gonna.
So with flint and steel, you expertly light a spark that sets the head of your tomahawk ablaze, and you are now attacking with a flaming tomahawk.
And is this a?
It's like a flaming
fighting?
hammer because you wrapped it in cloth, but still,
Yeah.
this is a fighting attack.
It's a fighting attack.
So you're gonna have to move up to the tree.
Bloop. Come on, tree. 8.
Oh, that's an 8 at aced.
Yep.
12.
12.
That is a hit with a raise. So you may add an extra d6 to your attack.
All right. And then my strength is a d8 anyway.
And also, go ahead and add +4 damage for attacking it with fire.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that's an ace on the 6 there. 11, 18, 19, +4, 23.
Finally.
Holy crap. 23. Well, that is a hit with 2 raises. So you're going to shake it and deal 2 wounds to it.
Nice.
It doesn't like fire. You gonna soak a wound?
I'm going to soak. No, it's flaming tomahawk. I'm not going to soak a wound. I'll just use that when it hits you.
That would be sad.
So can you roll a d6 for me real quick?
Tree. You know.
It is now on fire.
Yeah.
So you hit it with the flaming tomahawk. So it is shaken. It has 2 wounds.
Move away.
And it is now on fire. So it's going to take fire damage on its turn. All right.
Cool.
Pretty cool move there. Plays with fire, literally. Don't hand me your card. Why does everyone want to shake my hand?
So what it looks like.
This is how you gesture to give me something. This means
Hand in your card.
shake my hand.
Whatever. Here comes some.
Thumb here.
Here comes some fire damage. Thumb in, pinky's out.
Just two-hand it next time.
Right?
Nobody's
Okay.
gonna shake this.
That is not enough for it to take more fire damage, but it is still on fire, and it is super pissed. So it is going to spend a
Okay.
fate chip to automatically unshake, and it's going to lash out at both of you again. So this is the attack against you. Plays with fire. It's now at a -2 though, because it has 2 wounds. It's
Critical
oozing
fail.
sap. Oh,
Critical.
hold on.
Critical fail.
No.
Is it a critical fail?
Does a 9 hit you? What's your
This?
parry?
My parry is a 6.
Okay, so that's a hit, but not a hit with a raise. Doc Lightning.
Oh.
That's a 7. What's your parry?
4.
So again, a hit, but not with a raise. So it's just gonna do normal damage to both of you. It's gonna do. Ooh, that waste.
Oh.
20 damage
Oh.
to you guys.
Is that all?
Just 20 damage?
Just 20 damage. So what is your what's your
God.
toughness?
6.
6, 10, 14, 18. So that's a hit with 3 raises. What's your toughness? 5? Okay, same thing. Hit with, wait, is it? Yes. 9, 13, 17. Yeah, just barely. Oh man, you almost, so that's 3 wounds you guys are gonna get dealt unless you soak. You gonna soak? All right. Make your vigor roll.
Oh.
Do I have to use all of them for
No.
the soak? Just one?
I think,
What is
7?
it with us rolling 6s and then 1s immediately?
I think
I don't
you
know.
soak.
How much
Each one soaks.
does that let me soak?
Yeah, so each success is gonna soak a wound. So that'll soak 1 wound for you, Doc Lightning.
But then you still have 1 wound and you can use your card now.
I know. I can use my card. Puts me in a lot of
You could add a
negatives to hit.
d6.
That's true, but then I cannot soak any more wounds. All right, I'll do it.
Do it. Add a d6. So that's 7,
It's 9.
2, 9. That's enough for a raise. So that soaks 2 wounds.
All right, I'll
So
soak
you are
2
shaken,
wounds, and I'm going to use my
and you have
riled up.
1 wound.
Do I
Okay.
get a +2 to my damage
You
against
do.
it?
Shaken and 1 wound. All right. Make a soak roll. Here you go. Plays with fire. Roll vigor.
Good.
So that is 1 success. So you would soak 1 wound. So you're going to take 2 wounds unless you add a d6 to it. I recommend spend one of them blues there. Add a d6.
Nice.
There you go. So that was 4 plus 9 is a 13. So that's a success with 2 raises. So that'll soak all 3 of those wounds.
All right.
So you are actually just fine.
Perfectly fine.
You saw this flaming tree branch come at you, and you play with fire.
Yeah.
So you just leaped right over
I
it.
literally did like double dutch over it.
Yeah. All right. Well
Like,
done. Well
just
done.
Just like back home.
All right. Who's up next?
He's a frightening man.
I believe it's you, Shitty Doug.
Cool. I'm having a heart attack.
Having a heart attack. I'm really sorry it worked out that
Yeah.
way, Shitty Doug. That's pretty shitty for you. Gabriella.
I'm a gambling man.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sometimes gambling men have heart
Yeah.
attacks.
It's true. I listened to that song, The Gambler. Yeah.
Heart attacks are in there.
That's all
Okay.
it's about.
So I'm in
When it is, he died.
short
You're in
range
short
of it
range?
now.
So you're at a +2 to hit.
Okay.
And it's hard to miss this thing because it's on fire.
And it's a giant tree.
And it's a giant tree.
Which
So-
one of these flaming trees is it?
Where should
No, that
I
one's
be?
friendly. Don't shoot that one.
Where should I be?
Take your
aiming?
shot, Gabriella Vasquez.
Okay.
Vendetta.
Vasquez.
What?
It's Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Velez.
Vasquez.
Potato, potato.
you
Oh, that
go.
ace.
Mandalorian potato?
Yeah.
11. All right, yeah, that'll hit. That'll
Okay.
hit.
All right.
11. That'll hit with a raise, actually. So you're going to add an extra d6 to your
Yes.
damage.
Set your bullet on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you do that?
I will.
3d6 plus a d4.
I mean,
gonna wrap a
I
little
probably
bit of-
could if I wasn't having a heart attack.
You could do a lot of things if you weren't having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Shitty Doug.
Damn it. All right.
What is
so
that d4 over there showing?
It's a 3.
Okay, so 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, ordinarily, that'd be quite a blow against this tree, but since it is a plant and these piercing bullets don't seem to be doing as much damage as they would entirely, they get split in half. So you only deal 8 damage to the tree, which is not enough to do much but thunk another bullet into it.
Well, that's fine.
Well, eventually, if they have too many bullets, it
That's
won't
true.
be a tree anymore.
It'll
Yeah.
be too full of bullets. Hand in your card. Don't shake my hand. Thank you very much. Thumbs in. Doc Lightning.
Oh, it's me now, huh? Okay, so
You want to unshake?
yeah.
You want to keep being sassy?
Book. What spirit? 4.
Now remember, you're at a minus. How many wounds did you take?
1.
1. You're at a -1. So that's actually a 3. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Nightsteed just healed you 1 wound. So that was actually enough to unshake. So why don't you go ahead and keep that? Thanks
Thank
very
you,
much, Nightsteed. Very timely heal.
Yeah.
Almost the nick of time. So you are unshaken. What do you want to do
The
here?
sun growler of time.
That's a cool video game. I like that game.
So if I move out of here, it gets an attack on me, right?
Correct.
I like the
well,
sun
if you move
growler's
more than
mask.
4 squares away.
Where are you
1,
going?
2, 3,
no.
4.
No. Don't Michaela me. That's what she did, right? I don't.
I don't know. Yeah, someone hit her with a chair like a wrestler, I think.
Right. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've got a +2 to.
I think Tyler came up and then went.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm trying to decide if I should go try to heal him or try to do hello.
Why is your phone trying to navigate?
Interesting.
I don't know. the
Turn
GPS
left.
started on
Turn
accident.
left.
Decide or go on hold.
I'm doing more damage, so I'm gonna attack it.
All you have to do is take a step back.
I'm gonna get you.
Etheric compressor, do it.
Wait, if I take a step back, can I no longer have to hit its parry without it attacking me?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
It's 11.
It's distracted.
10:53.
10:53. You do whatever you want.
4.
That's enough to hit
Right.
it. 6 is actually what you got because it's a +2 to hit.
Ah, yes.
Yep. And remember to add +2 to your damage.
I will. There we go.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Nice.
So 19 plus, so 23?
23?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hits it.
Does that gun do some work now?
Jerk!
That hits it a lot. So what happens here? The tree is on fire.
Uh-huh.
And it has had 2 bullets shot into it.
Yes.
2 bullets, 1 here, 1 there.
There we go.
Kind of enough to complete a circuit inside of the tree.
Science.
Yes.
All it needs is a big blast of etheric static compression, which it gets from Doc Lightning's gun. And that just arcs round and around between those 2 bullets until the tree just freaking explodes.
Ah.
It goes flying all over the place, and the cinders of it just burn up. And as it does, the ash, it burns very quickly. The ash just blows away on the wind, and up into the night sky.
That's fucking teamwork.
And the tree is destroyed.
I am.
Someone might want to
fascinated.
attend to Shitty Dog.
Right?
Yeah,
I am
maybe so.
fascinated by
Let's
this.
see if I can heal him.
Oh, but
Use,
don't
use like your
critical fail
electric
it.
gun.
Yeah, shock him.
Hey,
Use it like
will
an
it work
AED.
like that?
Yeah, that
Right?
works like
No,
an
don't
AED.
do that.
Clear.
It'll be perfect. Oh, look at that. You're doing a great job. Oh, see? This is going to be amazing.
So 12.
So she actually does do that.
Yeah.
But she knows from she's read a couple anatomy books in passing. She's vaguely familiar with it.
Come on, you're a gambling
And
man.
briefly, through the dimness of your heart attack, you hear, and that's what you're thinking, Shady Doug, unintelligibly thinking. And she fires directly at your left pinky, and just manages to just graze it with the corner of the blast of the etheric compressor, which is enough.
Right there, yeah.
Which is enough to send a shock right up to your heart. And bring you back to consciousness. Now you're still feeling mighty fatigued. You've got 2 levels of fatigue, in fact, but that's probably not going to matter a whole lot, because your
Fuller's
work
got
here
some
in town
beds
is
for
done.
us.
And you've got a couple of mighty cozy beds upstairs here in this saloon.
But I'm
And
missing
one
some of my
downstairs.
fancy clothing.
Will
Oh.
you turn off navigation?
You really
Where
want
are
to
you
leave,
trying to
don't
go,
you?
phone?
He doesn't want to leave so
It's
bad.
trying to go here.
You are here.
Is that Bolt
That's
catching
Bolt.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt is just wandering around out in the night.
All of a
And from-
sudden, arrive.
From time to time, you hear just like off in the night. You have no idea where Bolt is.
Oh!
The good news is she
Yeah.
can't go far, so you could probably wait till the morning to find her. Eventually, she's just gonna just turn around in a circle a few times and fall over on her side and go to sleep. You hope. You always hope she's asleep when you wake her up in the morning. No, she's fine.
She'll be good. I'll just shoot her with
Yeah,
mine.
that's why she's lasted so long.
Go find
Exactly.
Tucker.
You guys share a glance for a moment at the accomplishment that you just all managed here, taking down what looks like some sort of very old and ancient something or other that was dealing with the folks of this town, and with a nod, very action hero-y nod to each other, and a tip of the hat.
Oh yeah.
You all head inside to the saloon,
I tip my hat and then vomit a little bit.
Typical.
and you stumble into the saloon, and head upstairs to your beds. Fuller, though, just comes out and said, I heard quite a ruckus out there. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
Listen, I just
Fuller.
want you to know, I got a mighty big bed in here.
Oh.
Just food for thought. I'm gonna go back to sleep, but I leave my door unlocked. So doors upstairs are unlocked too. You know, up to you two.
Camping in Fuller's bed, right?
Wait.
Yeah!
No! And it fades up into the night sky, where we see a swirl of ash fly on the breeze
Oh.
and off, up through the stars. The end.
What?
Well done, guys. You came in, most of you, with no knowledge of Savage Worlds or how it worked at all, and you faked it awesomely. So well done. You guys did great. You guys did great.
I feel like we spent a lot of time with dead bodies.
Well, you know,
I feel like it was the
Deadlands.
correct amount of time.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it is just now 2 till 11, so I
Perfect
think it was the
timing,
perfect amount
right?
of
Yeah.
time that you spent
Quite
with dead
perfect.
bodies. Thank you guys very much for playing. Sorry you had a heart attack, Shady Doug.
That's fine.
You know, sometimes that happens.
I was like,
It's a savage
it's
world.
a 1 out. It's fine if I have a heart attack and die when I first see something horrible.
Yeah.
But you didn't die, Shady Doug.
This is
The West is not yet done with you.
way more terrifying than all those demons.
I mean, I killed 2 with the card throws. I had a cool moment, and then I had a heart attack. So.
But I don't feel like you'll ever be that afraid of a walking tree demon ever again.
Yeah.
right?
But in fairness, you're probably never going to see one ever again. Or will you? I don't know. All tiers were unlocked. Thank you very much, chat. You guys were
Yeah.
very active, and you saved these guys bacon. So we might be seeing a little bit more from the Hanging Tree in the future, or something related to it.
Or
I
just
don't quite
Fuller.
know. You'll have to tune in to Wild Cards on Friday nights here on Saving Throw.
Oh, it's like a little teaser.
Does anybody have anything they would like to tease or promote?
Wednesday nights here on Saving Throw is the Iron Keep Chronicles. our new D&D 5th edition show with myself, Gaurav, Amy, and Havana, hosted by Tom Lommel. And it's really turned out great. I think we're spending a lot of time building characters and stuff, and it's a really good show. I'm really happy to be on that show.
I hear Tom Lommel's a pretty knowledgeable DM.
Yeah, but he's a bit of a bastard.
I have heard that as well. He spends a lot of times in dungeons.
Yeah.
Bit of a bastard.
Yeah.
I don't get this bit.
Well, you ruined it, so what do you got to promote?
Well, now that you mentioned it, if you go onto Loot Crate's Facebook page on Fridays now, I think it's at 2:00 p.m. on Fridays. I am the host of Looter News Live.
Is that a Facebook Live video?
It's a
that we can
Facebook
watch?
Live.
Ooh. So what kind of news do you deliver to the masses?
It just depends on what the news of the day.
Is there any sort of is it like political news or
We did have
is there
politics last one.
Yeah?
Yeah, we talked about the Korean politics because the Korean presidential race, apparently some TV production studio put their heads on Game of Thrones characters
Okay.
to get polling numbers, and then the winner got to ride Drogon. So that was fun being my first time on camera doing a teleprompter read and having to read Korean names.
Cool. Well, guys, if you've ever been watching the news and you found yourself thinking, this is all right, but I would enjoy this a lot more if Ben Dunn was telling me this,
I've been there.
you know where to go.
Yep.
Fridays at
Usually
2:00.
after this episode.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tom. This was a fantastic episode. I particularly enjoyed it.
Kelsey, you got anything?
Just kidding.
She's freeze framed.
Yep, I
She's trying to wink so hard.
I can't. I can't. Let's see. Plugs. I'm here on Thursday nights for Never Tell Me the Odds. Yeah.
That's our Star Wars RPG.
It is, and it's super fun. I feel like our characters got good characters on the show, guys. They're all pretty funny and pretty well thought out, and I think our team is going to mesh really well. So that just started. You're not even far behind for the
You can
season.
catch up. All you'd have to watch is one video on YouTube or one Twitch VOD in order to catch up.
So easy. Do it now. Right now.
Why aren't you doing it right now?
Right now.
You could do it.
Literally right now.
Megan?
Well, you can see us on Wildcards on Friday.
Oh,
There's that.
yeah.
Or you can watch Jordan and I play video games of some sort on Mondays at 4.
Oh.
Or you could watch Wildcards on Friday.
Or both, even.
What? Both?
And guys,
Crazy.
thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Dom and Nick, for
Yeah.
running everything behind the camera. You guys are great. Thank you, chat, for all of your donations and all of the fun that you
chat.
enabled in this game. And Ben and Megan, thank you guys for the chili.
It was very good chili.
Most
It
games
was damn good chili.
It was damn good chili.
Best damn chili.
Most games are better with chili.
Everything's better.
I
with
finished
chili.
my second helping. Do you guys have any sort of special sign-off that you do on Dinners and Dragons?
I mean, just the bye.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Should we do that then?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.